Maniacs football. Today's pregame show on AM 13 KLER is brought to you by
P1FCU, Main Street Tire, Family Eye Care, The Pizza Factory, Watson's Market, Best Built Builder Supply, Kimberling Insurance, Terry Bowling of Camas Financial Services, Peak Physical Therapy, Les Schwab Tire and Alignment Center, and Riverside Physical Therapy. Now, let's head to the field where we join up with Jeff Jones and CJ Thompson in today's Maniac Football Contest, broadcast on AM 13 KLER and streamed live on YouTube, KLER 1300 AM.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Orofino High School Maniac Field for Homecoming 2024. I'm Jeff Jones, and alongside me, CJ Thompson, as we get set for the fourth week of action for the Maniacs. CJ, they stand at 1-2 on this young season, but my gosh, already it seems like the season's half over, because it is.
Yeah, it is absolutely crazy. Happy to be back here in Orofino after such a long trip last week, and we got blown around to boot. It was a crazy trip to Salmon. Heartbreaking loss for Orofino, but they're looking to rebound this week.
You know, it's always fun, CJ, when we get an opportunity to stand in the stands with the Maniac fans. That sounds like a cheer, doesn't it? I mean, but you're right there in the action with all the parents and hear them, you know, cheering on their kids. We're kind of isolated in our booth here. We've got the windows closed because the music is blaring. We've got a good-sized house on hand tonight for this Maniac football game. We're really looking forward to this, huh?
Yeah, we are. Plus, we don't have to drive, 6 hours home afterwards.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that drive last week was just amazing. I talked to Coach when I did the interview with him today, and he said that the kids just wanted to get up early. They wanted to get back early on Saturday morning because they stayed at the same hotel you and I were staying at. And other than seeing the bus pull in that night after we had already checked in, never saw any of the kids. I woke up the next morning, the bus was gone.
Yeah, I thought it was so crazy. How do you get a whole team of kids up and at them that early and on the road? That is pretty impressive. And
they got fed as well, too. Nice breakfast, huh?
Yeah,
you almost missed out on the sausage.
Miss the sausage, yeah. I was brokenhearted. Guy in front of me got the last one.
So, CJ, the Kellogg Wildcats are here in town tonight. An old Intermountain League team that the Maniacs used to play for eons. And Kellogg always boasts large numbers, and they do again today.
Yeah, most definitely. We've seen a bunch of styles throughout the years from the Wildcats as well, but the one thing has remained pretty steady. They really like to get out and throw the ball, especially here in the last 4 years, expecting to see quite a bit more of that here tonight, especially since I believe they start 4 receivers.
Yeah, the Maniacs are 1-2. They opened up the season with a shutout victory over the Moscow Bears, and then unfortunately getting shut out the following week. Here it is over here, getting shut out the following week against Payette, and then losing the heartbreaker last week after a bye, 8-7. What about Kellogg? What are they looking like this year?
Yeah, Kellogg 1-3 on the season. They've lost by quite a bit to a couple of really good schools, though. They took on North Fremont in their opener. And the Huskies, of course, always a fantastic program from down south. They lost that one 62-20, then faced off against St. Mary's and beat the Lumberjacks 34-22. And then fell to Timberlake 61-14. I apologize. They actually played Moscow in that opener, and they fell to them 43-0.
Wow. So a couple of teams that have one victory on the year. The Maniacs would love nothing more than to get to 500 tonight, but they've got to go through the Kellogg Wildcats. It is homecoming here at Orofino High. Plenty of time for you to come on out and enjoy tonight's game. Our pregame will continue. We'll take a break. When we come back, CJ Thompson has the Riverside Physical Therapy schedules and scores after this.
From the always exciting Friday night football lights to packed gyms filled with volleyball fans, Clearwater Valley Health and Orofino Health Clinics have been there while backing area high schools. Clearwater Valley Health and Orofino Health Clinic wish our hardworking student athletes the best of luck while they compete. For years, CVH has helped generations reach better health and have strived to serve the needs of our region. Clearwater Valley Health and Orofino Health Clinics say good luck, Maniacs, during homecoming.
This season, the players have given their all, and at Fords Creek Pump, we couldn't be more proud. Whether you're dealing with well pump issues or water troubles, we're here to help. Located on Shriver Road, Fords Creek Pump has the expertise you need for all your water well and pump needs. Got a problem? Come visit us and we'll get you back on track with dependable solutions. Fords Creek Pump, where water runs smoothly. Proud supporters of our hardworking high school players.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
It's back, fresher and hotter. The Pizza Factory reintroduces the all-you-can-eat buffet. Lunchtime in Orofino means all-you-can-eat pizza, breadsticks, sauce, and a delicious salad bar, packed with fresh greens, fruits, proteins, and dressings. The Pizza Factory all-you-can-eat buffet is Monday through Friday, 11 to 2. Make the all-you-can-eat buffet your next lunchtime stop.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
If you can count yourself as one of the hundreds of folks across the Clearwater who wakes up in the morning with a stiff and aching back, your answer is Riverside Physical Therapy. While everyone is unique in their issues, the therapists at Riverside PT work hard to deliver the care you need to feel better after the very first visit. A satisfied patient is the simple goal of all the staff. Let us assess your healthcare needs and develop a recovery plan to fit you. Call for an appointment today, 476-7105, Riverside Physical Therapy, Highway 12 West, Orofino.
And welcome back once again. It is time now for Riverside Physical Therapy schedules and scores. If you're questioning the extent of an ache, pain, or injury, call or stop by to schedule a complimentary injury screen at Riverside Physical Therapy today. In high school football action around the region, the Lewiston Bengals have Kennewick in town, and just across the river in Clarkston, they have OMAC visiting. Lapway Wildcats are on the road against the always tough Kendrick Tigers. Prairie Pirates travel to face the Logos Knights. Of course, Orofino has Kellogg in town, and the Troy Trojans travel to Potlatch. In high school boys soccer, Sandpoint is in Moscow to face the Bears. In girls soccer, the Grangeville Bulldogs are on the road against Coeur d'Alene Charter, and Moscow travels to Sandpoint. In scores in high school volleyball, the Lewiston Bengals beat the Sandpoint Bulldogs to improve to 14-13. The Troy Trojans went on the road to tame the Kendrick Tigers. In a doubleheader on their home court, the Potlatch Loggers overcame Logos of Moscow in 5 sets and Deary in 4. The Kamiai Cubs came back from 2 sets down to beat the Grangeville Bulldogs in Grangeville, a reverse sweep. Prairie swept Lapway at home. The Orofino Maniacs swept the St. Mary's Lumberjacks by set scores of 25-17, 25-7, 25-21. Riley Diffin led the way with 12 kills and served 9 in a row in the second set with 3 aces in that span for the Maniacs, who are now 7-1. Diffin had 4 aces throughout the match. Setter Olivia Johnson notched 22 assists, and Kennedy Coleman added 14 digs. In football, the Moscow Bears were handed their first loss by Lakeland last night, losing 35-7, and the Kamiai Cubs blanked CB 36-0. Last week, the Maniacs lost a close one to Salmon on the road 8-7, and the Kellogg Wildcats fell to Timberlake 61-14. Around the league last week, Grangeville lost to McCall Donnelly 9-2, an odd football score there. St. Mary's got clobbered by Moscow last week 49-13, and Priest River won over Kettle Falls 43-0. In Idaho Vandal football, the 3-1 Vandals are on a roll. They travel to face the UC Davis Aggies tomorrow. Pregame starts at 6, kickoff at 7. All the play-by-play action with Dennis Patchen right here on AM 13 KLER. And the Seattle Mariners, in their last series of the regular season, they host the Oakland A's tonight for Game 1. They'll be on the air next with the regular season finale Sunday. Pre-game at 11 in the morning. First pitch at 12:10. Rick Riz has the call right here on AM 13 KLER. And that is schedules and scores, brought to you by our good friends at Riverside Physical Therapy. Our coverage of the Maniacs and the Kellogg Wildcats here at Homecoming returns after this.
It happens every year. Alumni of Orofino High come back to watch their namesake Maniacs go up against a formidable foe on the gridiron. It's homecoming. Atkinson Distributing is proud to support the rich tradition of high school athletics and the Orofino Maniacs. Before heading to the next game, make sure to fuel up at Atkinson Distributing Cardlock. You'll find quality Chevron fuels with Techron, diesel, and home heating oils. Supporting the Maniacs all year long. Atkinson Distributing.
Kings, queens, princes, and princesses. It's all a part of homecoming at Orofino High. Good luck, Maniacs, as you battle Friday night. Finke Logging is proud of all our area kids for the dedication and effort they put into their sports seasons, from football to volleyball, soccer to cross country. Finke Logging has been a proud supporter of Orofino High School and their student athletes, harvesting our renewable resource, timber. That's Finke Logging, backing Orofino Maniac football during homecoming.
At Watson's Market in Orofino, we're dedicated to helping our senior citizens shop smart and save. Hi, this is Kim, and every Thursday is Senior Discount Day. Receive 10% off all your groceries as our way of saying thank you for supporting our community over the years. It's more than just a discount. It's Watson's Market's way of giving back to those who've given so much. Come shop with us this Thursday and every Thursday. Watson's Market, where caring for our neighbors is always in season.
Once upon a time, there was a sleepy bear in search of a place to nap. Like the inside of a car. A coupe? Too small. An SUV? Too big. A station wagon? Just right. But as his eyelids began to get heavy, we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
For auto, home, life, and commercial insurance, see me, Greg Kimberling, in Lewiston at 622 Bryden Avenue.
Coming off a long road trip, the Maniacs have the Kellogg Wildcats in town for their homecoming. Kind enough to join us is Wildcats head man Dan Davidian. Thanks for being here with us, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
So, Coach, the Wildcats have faced some pretty stiff competition already. Can you talk a little bit about the season so far?
Yeah, it's been a little up and down. You know, we had a couple of rough first two games were really good competition. They all have been. All four of our games have been really tough. You know, we don't make excuses. We got to play better. We are playing very good competition, but we got to play better football. And you know, luckily the game we did win was a league game against St. Mary's where we put it all together. But you know, we're not showing a lot of consistency right now, so we have to improve on that. And we're looking forward to this week against Orofino because it is a league game, and we know the importance of these games.
Most definitely. In some of the years previous, the Wildcats have liked to air it out. This year's Wildcats like to get out and throw the ball, or can we expect to see some ground and pound?
Well, I don't want to give it away, but yeah, we still like to throw it a lot. You know, we do. We balance it, but yeah, we like to throw it a lot. But we really do balance it now, and we just, you know, we're trying to. We don't. It really depends on your personnel, and we've had the personnel to throw it all over the field for years, and so that's changed, and so now we balance it a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, do we prefer to throw it? Absolutely. That's our preference, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We try to adjust to our opponent and see what's going on during the game, and then we kind of go from there on what we study on film.
And I know you love to get guys in the weight room in the off season. Who has stepped up to lead the Wildcats this year?
Well, you know, we've had it's really we've looked for more senior leadership this year, and I think we're starting to see some of that. You know, we started to see some kids step up. Ethan Spencer is always a good leader for us, and Coleman Blaylock and a Wyatt Story. We have some kids that, you know, they've never really had to be in that role before as leaders, and so they're really taking it on as seniors and learning how to just do it by example. You know, we always tell them, yeah, it's great to do it vocally, but you really got to do it by example with your work ethic. And so we're starting to see some of those seniors kind of, you know, lead some of the younger guys and let them know the ropes. And we're hoping that continues. You know, we need that throughout the season if we're going to be successful.
Fantastic. And what do you think about the Maniacs, and what do you think you'll have to do to come out with a victory tonight?
Well, you know, they've played some decent games on film, and so we have to, you know, we don't know a lot about them right now, but we know enough to know that, look, they're in our league. We've played them every year. We know Orofino always puts together competitive teams, so, you know, we prepare for them like we would anybody else. We have to mentally prepare and physically prepare, and we know that it's a league game. They're going to be hungry for it as well as we are. So we plan on coming out and competing to the highest level, and we're expecting that from them as well.
Very good. Looking forward to a fun one.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. We're looking forward to coming up there, and I think it'll be a great night for football.
Once again, I want to thank you for joining us, Coach. It's always a pleasure having you on, and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Kellogg head coach Dan Davidian, everyone. It's time for a break, but keep it right here. We'll hear from the Maniac head coach Jake Metke when we return to the pregame show after this.
Need reliable electrical services from a team that cares? Call Innovative Electric, your local experts right here in Clearwater County. With decades of experience, we handle all your electrical needs, big or small. We're not just your electricians, we're your neighbors. Our tax dollars stay in the community, and we love giving back. We proudly donated the labor and materials in wiring the new scoreboard at Orofino High. So when you need an electrical pro, choose local. Choose Innovative Electric, 476-3321.
Now that kids everywhere have returned to school, Peak Physical Therapy and Wellness sends this tip along to help ensure our children's back health. Backpacks have become bigger and more cumbersome to wear, so always make sure to use both shoulder straps. Tighten the straps to keep the load closer to the back, and always bend your knees and lift it properly. For compassionate, high-quality care, trust Peak Physical Therapy on Michigan Avenue in Orofino, here to help you stay healthy and happy.
Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation of Cascadia is rooting on the Maniac athletic teams as they battle some of the best schools in North Idaho. On Shriver Road, Clearwater Health is where you can trust our staff to take good care of your aging parents or extended family. Right now, positions are available for facility aides, CNAs, LPNs, and registered nurses. Come and join our energetic team of dedicated professionals and visit Jesse at Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation of Cascadia. Happy homecoming, Orofino, and win Friday.
I use my phone for everything. And now with my Ascend checking from P1FCU, I can do even more. I can deposit checks or pay for things with my mobile wallet. Plus, with my Ascend checking, I can earn 3.5% APY of my monthly balance. And when my clumsiness gets the best of me and my phone finally does break, I have free cell phone insurance through my Ascend checking. What's not to love? Open your Ascend checking account at p1fcu.org and start earning today. APY is the annual percentage yield.
It's homecoming, and welcome everyone. I'm Jeff Jones. Jake Metke, head coach of the Orofino Maniacs, joining me now here during the pregame show as we get set for Orofino to face off against the Kellogg Wildcats. Coach, big game today, homecoming. I'm going to talk about that first before we get into last week. What was the atmosphere like on the campus at Orofino High this week during homecoming?
A lot of fun. There was volleyball games all week, soccer games, kids dressing up. We had a great assembly here at the high school, and then we loaded up all the athletes and went down to the elementary school and had a little assembly down there with them and played some games with the kids. And so, yeah, everybody's really excited in the homecoming spirit for sure.
Homecoming spirit, and of course today we're going to kick off against Kellogg. There's a big parade, you've got tailgate parties, and tomorrow the homecoming dance. Are you going to be a chaperone for that?
I don't think I'll be chaperoning. My daughter's actually the president of the sophomore classes, so she's sort of in charge of it. So I'll be helping behind the scenes, if you will.
All right, very good. Okay, Coach, so let's get into the X's and O's. This past week, you made your longest trip of the year this year. You went all the way to Salmon, Idaho. Your thoughts on that drive, and how did the boys react to getting off the bus and getting ready to play a football game?
I thought the ride over went pretty well. Went smooth. You know, it's a beautiful drive through there. Got to see some country I'd never seen before, and the kids were pretty well behaved. So the trip over was pretty good. Coming back was long. We were all ready to be home for sure.
All right, so Salmon last Friday night, nobody scores in that first quarter. I mean, both teams just go back and forth between the 30s and nothing really happens. Then you finally get the scoring going in that second quarter.
Yeah, we'd move the ball a little bit and then have something kind of set us back. I thought defensively the kids were really playing well. And offensively at times we just couldn't string enough together to really put several scores on the board. But Eddie had that nice little hard run from about the 2-yard line to get us in.
All right, and then things look well all the way till about 32 seconds left before halftime when Salmon strikes for the first time and they're able to get in and score a 2-point conversion run. Can you tell us how that all came about?
Well, we just, we missed some tackles, and they got in and scored, and then, they hit that little pass on the 2-point conversion. The guy, that guy's a good player, that number 33, and we really were focused on shutting him down, and Cody did a great job on him the whole game, but that was the one that he got away, and so it cost us 2.
All right, so Coach, then the second half, again, teams just go back and forth. You get into the red zone, but you just can't punch it in to get the win. So now you got to get back on the bus and go to your hotel room. You and the coaches get together and talk about the game at that point?
Actually, we went back, and Coach Jacobson had to hustle back, and so we actually just got back, got the kids to bed, and then had talked a lot about it the next day on the way back. But just by the time you get back and settle down, and it's time to go to sleep.
All right, Coach. So that's in the rearview mirror tonight. You have an old the Kellogg Wildcats. Tell us a little bit about what you know about this club.
They've got some size. They've got some speed. They played a couple of pretty good teams this year, so I think their record isn't great, but I think they're a better team than what that record says, just because of the level of competition they played. So we're going to have to play well and be disciplined and be physical, and I think this is a game that we should compete in and put ourselves in a position to win.
All right, very good. So tell me a little bit about practice this week with your boys. What have you put in? What have you had to take out, if so? And what can we expect tonight on the football field?
Just put in a couple of new little wrinkles that we think will work well versus what Kellogg does. Haven't really taken much out, just sort of trying to perfect what we've got in and then add a few things here and there.
All right, very good. It's homecoming. There's going to be full stands tonight. You're going to have the opportunity to turn around and look at the crowd and help maybe get yourself, if not yourself, then the boys fired up to say, these people have come to see you win tonight.
Oh, for sure. We love it when we've got a big crowd come out. I know last year we had those stands packed, and so I'm hoping that tonight's going to be the same.
All right, Coach Metke, we want to wish you, your assistants, and the boys, of course, the best of luck tonight in this homecoming matchup against Kellogg.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
That's head coach Jake Metke. We've got more of the pregame show and kickoff when we return after this.
It's game time on AM 13 KLER. This is Orofino High Maniacs football.
Welcome, fans of the Maniac Blue and White, to tonight's thrilling football matchup. As we gear up for the opening kickoff, a big shout out to our sponsor, Main Street Tire. Whether it's for your car, truck, recreational vehicle, or ATV, Main Street Tire has you covered. They're open Monday through Friday, ready to get you back on the road. Need an appointment? Call 476-0709. Main Street Tire, where your safety meets the road. And now to the field for kickoff.
Well, we welcome you back. CJ Thompson, Jeff Jones. The Kellogg Wildcats have won the toss. CJ, let's take a look at their offense.
All right, for the Kellogg Wildcats, senior center, 5'9", 250, Kyle Van Vliet. He'll be snapping to Porter Lewis. His brother Andrew Lewis is the lone running back in the backfield. 4 wide receivers, Radley McDonald, Coleman Blalock, Evan Vindasius, and Drayden Taylor. The 2 guards, Alex Jones, who's 6'3", 375. On the other side, A.J. Peak, a junior. And then a freshman tackle, John Brownfield, along with Ethan Spencer, a senior.
All right, CJ, the Maniacs lost the toss. Kellogg Wildcats have elected to receive. The kickoff duties handled by Eddie Harrison. We are ready to go.
And back deep to receive would be, I believe, Coleman Blalock. Coach said that they do a lot as far as, but that's Wyatt Story back there. But he said they're going to rotate probably 4 guys through in their kick return game. They go with what works.
Kellogg wearing their traveling uniforms, all white. They have gold numbers trimmed in purple, and they're just really hard to see the numbers.
They are pretty tough. We might end up having to turn off this light to help us out a little bit. But Orofino in their huddle as they get ready for the kickoff. Speaking of, have you seen the rule changes to the NFL kickoffs? They look weird this year.
Yeah, they do too. It's strange to watch, but it's for the best for the players.
It really is.
I'm all for it.
Me too. Keeps them safer. Eddie Harrison to kick it away. Puts his boot into it. We're underway here on Homecoming. Wyatt Story will field it at the 20. He's going to try the left side, cuts it upfield, finds a hole, hit hard at the 35, and that is where Dan Davidian's Wildcat offense will take over, led by sophomore quarterback Porter Lewis.
15-yard return before Liam Miller, who will stay out there on the field. He's on special teams and the outside linebacker for the Maniacs. Malachi Forbes, Damian Harrell, also Ray Stars and John Wicks on the defensive line. Johnny Stars, Edward Harrison, Liam Miller in the secondary. And then it's Landon Connolly, Declan Crockett, and Cody Mills, safeties and corner.
And as the Wildcats have for quite some time, they come out in the pistol. Porter Lewis with Andrew Lewis behind him. Quick out on the right side. He overthrows Evan Vindasius in the flats, and it is 2nd and 10.
Landon Connolly, CJ, who plays as a safety for the Maniacs, he would have been the closest to the play, but he was a good 5, maybe even 10 yards off of the play. So if that catch is made, it could spell trouble immediately for the Maniacs secondary.
Yeah, he had room to run. Now they'll pack it in. They'll stay in the pistol, but they have 2 wide now. They started out in a 4-wide set. 2nd and 10 from the 35. And they will throw. Quick out on the left side. It's hauled in at the 40, hit immediately. So a quick pass and catch to, I believe, Traden Taylor. And it's Cody Mills to make the tackle. And again, it is very tough to see these numbers. But I believe Vindasius here to the near side as Lewis takes the snap. Another quick out to slant, and he breaks away the 50, 45, 40, 35 to the 20. He's going to take it all the way to the house, and that is a 60-yard pitch and catch from Porter Lewis for the touchdown. And I believe, I honestly could not see the number. I believe it is Coleman Blalock. It is so hard to see those numbers, but they line up as though they're going to kick an extra point, but they don't. And it is a fake, and a pass to the right side. Story is bottled up. And the 2-point conversion is no good, but the Wildcats get on the board after 2 plays, a 60-yard touchdown. It is 6-0, 10:26 to go in the first. Jeff and I are back after this.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So Les Schwab Tires makes my job easy. With services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Those cheap tire centers just throw on tires, and that's it. Now, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Linker. I'm just glad Les Schwab takes safety as seriously as me.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing since 1952.
It's in Park, right?
Calling all OHS alumni, it's the big game. Homecoming Friday comes to your alma mater and your presence is requested. Debco Construction is proud to back the Maniacs and hopes to see you in the stands to cheer on the boys and root them on to another win. The most trusted commercial general contractors in the Pacific Northwest, Debco Construction is committed to improving the transportation and utility infrastructure throughout the Pacific Northwest. Join us as we cheer on the Maniacs.
Thank you for listening to our game tonight, brought to you in part by Watson's Market Orofino, Main Street Tire, and Kimbling Insurance on KLER Orofino, and streaming live on our YouTube channel, KLER 1300 AM.
After the quick score through the air, A.J. peeked a kick for the Wildcats. Landon Connolly and Johnny Stars back deep to receive for the Maniacs. And they'll actually have a holder out there. That's Radley McDonald that will hold for Peak. The kick is away. It is a low line drive, lands about the 30. Bounces past Connolly nearly to the goal line. He's got to go back and get it, and going to try and make something out of this as he is swarmed inside the 10-yard line and taken down about the 9 with forward progress. He was pushed back much further than that, but a pretty good spot for Orofino there. They have a long field, 91 yards to cover.
Yeah, almost like a knuckleball, CJ, and I'm not sure if that's why he needed a holder on that place kick or not, but immediately after the ball came off of his foot, it was turning actually like in a perpendicular way, like a screwball, and once it hit, it bounced away from the receiver, got past him all the way to the 7. He brought it up to the 10.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Landon to try and field there. And now Declan Crockett will work up under center, 2 wide. I believe that is Harrison is set behind him, and the toss goes to the right side, trying to get the edge, nowhere to go. And he is hit and taken down about the... No, he's able to pick up 3 yards on the play on the far side, and that's Johnny Stars out there.
Yeah, it is. Johnny picks up 2 yards on, again, CJ, and what Coach said was that they had to make sure that that jet sweep worked for the rest of their game plan, so that you'll see them go to that quite a bit here today.
And now Harrison is in the backfield. Stars lines up as a tight end. They have one receiver to the far side. That is Connolly. As Stars goes in motion, they fake it to him right up the middle with Harrison pushing the pile, and he's able to make his way to about the 14-yard line, maybe 15, before he's taking down a gain of a couple. 3rd and 5 coming up here for Crockett and the Maniac offense.
Corbin Daly is going to come off the field, CJ, and Liam Miller will bring the play in from the sideline. So what they're going to do is they'll send the play in with wide receivers. 3rd down and 5, only at the 15, though. I'm not sure if they plan to go to the passing playbook quite so early.
Split backs set behind Crockett now. Again, Conley out wide, a bunch set. They'll send a man in motion back to the ground. They give it on the jet sweep and looking to get the edge. Spinning away from a tackler in the backfield, and it's going to be a loss of about 4 on the play. Cody Mills on the carry. That's going to bring up 4th down and 8. As Chevy Ward, one of those stud inside linebackers for the Wildcats crew, coming up with the tackle. And the Maniac offense with a 3 and out on their opening drive. And back deep to receive the punts is Wyatt Story. Here's the kick, and it's a rushed kick from Harrison. It's short, lands inside the 20, takes a big Wildcats bounce, and it'll be down by Orofino at about the 12-yard line. A short field for the Wildcats here on their 2nd possession. The Maniac defense backed up.
Last week's player of the game, Eddie Harrison, and his punter, CJ. Like you said, the rush came on. That ball went off the side of his foot. It didn't go squarely off the instep of his foot, and so it only traveled about, from the kick, only about 12 yards, and then it bounced back to the Maniac 13.
Andrew Lewis, the lone back, set behind Porter Lewis. Twins to the right and left. They're stacked up, and it'll be a designed direct snap to Andrew Lewis. He'll take it straight ahead, and he picks up a hard-fought yard to about the 11-yard line before Landon Conley comes up from his safety spots to make the tackle. Wildcats able to run diverse formations out of the pistol. A quick snap and a quick out on the left side. That's hauled in, immediately pulled down on the far side. Cody Mills is there to make the tackle.
87, CJ, or 77 maybe?
And handoff right up the middle to Lewis, and he weaves his way through traffic for the 4-yard score. And the Wildcats get in the end zone once again. 2 scores here early, one through the air and one on the ground. And again, they will go for 2. Another interesting formation. The center all alone. The rest of the line to the left and right on the hash marks. And now they'll move in. Lewis up under center. And looks like they will kick it this time. It is a low kick, goes under the uprights.
Oh, no.
What?
I saw the same thing you did, CJ. I saw it go under the uprights. The officials say it is good, 13-0.
So Jeff and I will take a break, 7:20 to go here in the first. We're back after this.
Hey, it's Harold Curley, inviting you to Best Built Builder Supply Contractor Demo Days. Join us for this one-day only event on Wednesday, October 2nd in Orofino from 11 to 2. Chat with on-site pros, explore the latest and greatest industry products, and get insider tips for your installs and building. Plus, enjoy a free barbecue lunch and a chance to win awesome raffle prizes. Don't miss out. Head to Highway 12 in Orofino and make the most of your day with Best Built Builders Supply.
It comes once a year. Football fans everywhere gather for homecoming. Debco Crushing is a proud sponsor of Maniac Athletics and wish the boys all the best Friday when they face off against the Kellogg Wildcats. Debco Crushing is also a fan of Lady Maniac volleyball team and hopes to see you in the stands for the October 9th Dig for a Cure. And remember to also attend the next Orofino soccer matchup. Debco Crushing, proud to back the blue at homecoming.
Family Eye Care Clinic, Clearwater Valley Health, and Terry Bowling of Camus Financial Services, proud sponsors of the Maniacs. Here's CJ Thompson.
And again, peak to kick off the McDonald hold. Get ready for the low knuckler. And this one actually well hit. Fielded at the 15 by Stars. He'll return it up the left side. Cuts to the middle. Is wrapped up about the 25. It ripped down hard. And he has been sick this week, but still lacing up to play. Chevy Ward with the special teams tackle. And the Maniacs will have it 1st and 10 on the 25 after their first drive fizzled out early.
10-yard return by Stars, CJ, and I'll tell you, it's just so much speed in that Kellogg Wildcat special teams as the officials have stopped play momentarily. I'm not sure. Oh, they were just trying to get the clock to stop. That's what it was.
Now 1st and 10 from the 25, split backs, Harrison and Stars behind Crockett. Connolly lined up wide to the far side. And we have...
I'm not sure if they're going to try and ask the... thought maybe they were going to have the score clock try and reset, but that does not look to be the case. The officials talking it over at about the 35-yard line, but we're ready to go, CJ.
Now Crockett up under center. The Maniacs down 2 scores. They'll send a man in motion, and it's a design quarterback run for Crockett on the right side, and he's got about a yard before he's taken. No, he's
up
picked
to
up about 5 yards.
5, you bet.
He spun away after faking the toss to the receiver going in motion.
2nd and 5.
And it is Chase Scribner making the tackle. 2nd and 5 coming up. Connolly lines up to the far side. Again. Split backs behind Crockett. 2nd and 5. And it'll go to Harrison on the draw, and he is wrapped up immediately. Picks up maybe a yard on the play up to the 31, which is going to bring up 3rd down and about 4. Chase Scribner again there, the junior outside linebacker. Another 3rd down and 5, maybe 4. Now 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Maniacs. Crockett with 2 behind him. They'll send Mills in motion, and they give it to Stars. Nice little hole on the right side. Spins towards the sticks, and he has just enough by about 2 yards up to the 37-yard line to pick up the Maniacs' first down of the evening. Drayden Taylor from his cornerback spot. Always good when you have people in the secondary making tackles.
Yeah, exactly. And you take a look at Drayden as he stands out there defensively, CJ. His heels are nearly on the 50. You know, that play took about 7 yards, so he was standing at about the 42, 43. Just covers a lot of ground so very quickly.
Crockett directing traffic, and they'll go back to the ground, and a collision in the backfield. Bad transfer between he and Stars, and they go down to the ground, and that's going to be a loss of about 3 on the play.
Yeah, CJ, that play was doomed from the start. As soon as Declan turned around, he saw that his backs were not in the formation he thought they were going to be in. Possibly should have been like in an I, but he found 2 backs in the backfield, and he just extended the arm, and one of his backs crashed into him.
So back to about the 34-yard line. They need the 48 for a first down. The toss will go to the left side to Stars, and he is pulled down from behind. He had open field ahead of him, but just able to get a hand on him there was Talon White, the other very talented inside linebacker for the Wildcats. They got a couple of studs there in the linebacking crew. And that's going to bring up third down and long. Third down at about 13 from the 35-yard line.
The line to make is up at about the 48, CJ.
And they'll go to the air. Back to pass. Crockett looking for Mills at about the 40, and it's off his hands and falls incomplete. There were 2 right jerseys right with him there. Would have had to make miss even if he had been able to haul it in. That's going to bring up fourth down and a probable punt.
Yeah, and again, Eddie Harrison's going to come out there, CJ, and he's going to drop back. And I don't really believe he needs more time. I feel that he just maybe fielded the snap badly when it came off of his hands to the right side of his foot. So he's looking for something much better this time.
Story has his heels at the 30. Harrison on the bad snap has to just fall on it, and the Wildcats going to have a short field once again as they'll have it at about the 22-yard line. Things just not going well in the kicking game tonight for the Maniacs.
Yeah, and so that will go as not a punt, but a turnover on downs. And that's just, again, on fourth down and about, like you said, 13. All they needed was a good clean snap, and that's what he did not get in the first one. Got an even worse snap the second punt attempt.
Drayden Taylor lined up here to the near side. 2 receivers to the far side. Lewis takes the snap. He'll roll out to left, and he'll throw across his body to a wide open receiver a little behind him off of his hands as he targets Evan Vindasius, and that could have been a big play right there.
Yeah, they go to the left side of the field, quarterback rolling all the way under a lot of pressure, but found a wide open receiver. And, you know, it's amazing what you're going to do when you're under a lot of pressure. But he just threw the ball a little too quick. They're going to reset the ball now. You might have heard the whistle at home. They had the ball spotted inside the 20, and it actually belongs at the 21.
Looks like Ty Cheney here to the near side, 4 wide to Lewis, going long down the left side, and on the wheel route they had the receiver wide open, but he overthrows him, falls incomplete as they target Coleman Blaulich over there, and that would have been 6 had he been able to lay that on him.
Yeah, Cody Mills, the safety over on, or the cornerback on that side over there, CJ, just found himself behind a step or 2. Like you said, on the wheel route, he just was not in the right spot to really cover on that play.
Again from the pistol. 3rd and 10 from the 22. Back to pass. So Lewis fakes. Now he'll be flushed out. He's got room ahead of him. Pointing for the block. 15, the 10. He's inside the pylon for the touchdown. A 22-yard scamper out of Porter Lewis. And 3 scores here in the first quarter from the Kellogg Wildcats offense as they take a 19-0 advantage pending the PAT. And normally, Coach Davidian says they don't normally kick. So that's, I don't know if he was trying to keep that as a surprise, but they line up as though they will kick. And again, the line moves in, and it'll be a fake. Andrew Lewis hops up, and he's looking for a man in the end zone. Fires, and he just lobbed it up, and it's batted down by Landon Connolly. And the two-point conversion is no good. 19-0 Wildcats, 2:26 to go in the first. Jeff and I take a break. We're back at homecoming after this.
Best wishes to Orofino High this Friday night during homecoming. The Maniacs look to take down the always tough Kellogg Wildcats and give their fans and alumni something to cheer about. Always backing Orofino is Phillips Plumbing. From a dripping faucet to completely new piping under your home, call Phillips Plumbing. In Orofino, Phillips Plumbing wishes to take this moment to thank you, our valued customer. Our team is here for you anytime you're in need of plumbing for your home or business. Phillips Plumbing. Call today.
Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation of Cascadia is rooting on the Maniac athletic teams as they battle some of the best schools in North Idaho. On Shriver Road, Clearwater Health is where you can trust our staff to take good care of your aging parents or extended family. Right now, positions are available for facility aides, CNAs, LPNs, and registered nurses. Come and join our energetic team of dedicated professionals and visit Jesse at Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation of Cascadia. Happy homecoming, Orofino, and win Friday.
Want to thank you for listening in. Our game brought to you tonight in part by Riverside Physical Therapy, Atkinson Distributing, and the Pizza Factory.
And again, the Wildcats to kick following their third score here in the first quarter. And Peak blasts it away, end over end, fielded at the 12 by Stars. He will return it right up the middle. Good blocking, slips through a seam, falls forward to the 35. A nice return from the Electric Stars. And it'll be the best starting field position so far for the Maniacs.
23-yard return by Johnny CJ, and they're going to need his legs to work just like that all game long to climb back into this one, down 19-0 here in the first quarter of play.
Jeff, the Maniacs hope to use that momentum here on their homecoming. A big night, big Maniac crowd. 2:15 to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to the ground. Stars with a nice hole on the right side. Off tackle. Cuts it back upfield. 1st down and more into Wildcat territory before he's piled up. And looks as though forward progress should be somewhere around the Wildcat 48.
Yeah.
With a great run.
And that tackle made all the way across the way by the Wildcat bench, CJ. Just a nice run by Stars once again. Like I said, you just got to get his legs going and let him pick apart the defense.
Flag down in holding territory, though, and it looks as though it will be a hold, so this one is coming back.
Here's our officials for the night, folks. Dan Davenport, he's our referee. Jamin Udy is the umpire. The linesman, Sierra Schultz, and field judge Jeff Strewsbury. The back judge, Emery Wilson. Holding across the way, and that's just unfortunate. But, you know, Johnny breaks into a very good hold just off the line of scrimmage. And so that's going to bring the ball back all the way to the 26-yard line. 10-yard penalty, the first of the evening for the Maniacs or for either team.
So 1st and 20 coming up.
1st and 20 for the Maniacs.
Looks as though they're about at the 26. Yeah, they should be at 25, and they'll play action, back to pass, setting up a screen. He finds Harrison in the flat, but Harrison pulled down after making the catch, and looks as though he made it just short of the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. Chase Scribner making the tackle from his outside linebacker spot. So 2nd and 21 coming up now for the Maniacs.
That's just unfortunate that he couldn't get one more step on the backer Scribner there, CJ. Otherwise, he's got nothing but green ahead of him down that left sidelines.
They were hoping to catch the Wildcat defense over pursuing, but unable to make it happen there. 2nd and 21 coming up. Two backs again set behind. It goes to Stars on the ground, weaving through traffic. Nice run as he makes the 31-yard line before he is pulled down. A gain of about 6 on the play, maybe 7. And it is Chevy Ward again, the sophomore inside linebacker for the Wildcats, coming up to make the tackle. Maniacs have kept it on the ground for the most part, though. They have gone to the air more than we are used to here in the early going. 40 ticks left here in the first quarter, 19-0 Wildcats. The Maniacs trying to get on the board as they send Mills in motion, and pressure on Crockett. He just has to heave it out of bounds, and that is...
Bringing up 4th down.
Was there someone in the area?
No, but there's no flag either, CJ, so it does not matter. It's not a penalty.
And it'll bring up 4th down.
Orofino catches a little break here.
A bit of a break for the Maniacs, field position-wise. Harrison back to kick, and they've had trouble both with long snapping and the protection. As Wyatt Story back deep to receive. He's got his heels at about the 33-yard line, and it's a good snap. Harrison able to get the kick away. High end over end, fielded about the 43. Off the hands of Story, able to corral it in. He speared into the ground at the 40. Big play from John Wicks in the special teams, and that'll get the Maniacs pumped up a bit.
Yeah, Wicks was, I mean, if you had a gunner, but Wicks was on the line, he'd be that gunner. He was down there. Lots of hang time on that kick by Eddie Harrison, and then it wasn't handled well on the receiver, and then John Wicks just made him pay.
Wicks always brings fantastic energy to the field for the Maniacs. A bit of a position switch this year. He was in the backfield last year, but this year he's been on the line on both sides. Now Lewis will take the snap, play action, sets his feet in the pocket, has a man across the middle of the field. McDonald for the first down into Maniac territory. He's pulled down at about the 45 before Liam Miller gets there, and looks as though they're going to spot him right at the 45.
CJ, if you can believe this or not, that is the first down for Kellogg tonight. Their 3 scores have come without the aid of having to move the ball and get a first down. That's the end of the first period of play, 19-0 Kellogg. CJ and I will come back for the second quarter after this.
It happens every year. Alumni of Orofino High come back to watch their namesake Maniacs go up against a formidable foe on the gridiron. It's homecoming. Atkinson Distributing is proud to support the rich tradition of high school athletics and the Orofino Maniacs. Before heading to the next game, make sure to fuel up at Atkinson Distributing Cardlock. You'll find quality Chevron fuels with Techron, diesel, and home heating oils. Supporting the Maniacs all year long. Atkinson Distributing.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Nothing quite says family happiness like the deliciousness of a piping hot pizza or flatbread from the Pizza Factory. On Michigan Avenue, Orofino, the Pizza Factory has 4 new mouth-watering flatbreads. Pesto, artichoke, and tomato flatbreads, also available with buffalo chicken or tomato bacon and olive oil. For a limited time only, come in today and try the new flatbreads.
We toss them, they're awesome. Pizza Factory.
The Maniacs on AM 1300 KLER, brought to you by Les Schwab Tire Center, Ford's Creek Pump, and Peak Physical Therapy. Here at the Maniacs homecoming, after 1 quarter of play, they trail 19-0, and to bring you to the half with a play-by-play, Jeff Jones.
Well, we switch ends of the field as the Wildcats will now be going from our right to left as CJ and I look at it. They'll scrimmage from the near side hash mark at the Maniac 45-yard line. Once again, sophomore quarterback Porter Lewis will operate from the gun. He has Andrew Lewis, his junior running back brother, right behind him. 1 wide out left, 1 right. And we are ready to go. As the sophomore quarterback calls for the ball, he'll hand off in the backfield. That's Andrew coming to the near side. He's at the 30. The 40, down inside the 35 to the 31-yard line, and he'll be brought down there by John Wicks along with Landon Conley. That looks to be good enough for the first down. The officials are standing at about the 31, but it looks as though this is going to come back. The officials are talking it over. CJ, I still don't see the flag anywhere on the field, but it's going to be a holding penalty. There we go. The official was actually standing on top of it at the 42. So the 10-yard penalty will bring the ball back onto the Wildcat side of the field. First penalty of the evening for the Wildcats. Each team penalized once for holding.
Yeah, that's a big one there for the Maniac defense. A little bit longer of a field for the Wildcats. They've had a short field pretty much all night.
New play coming in from the sidelines for Porter. He's got trips to the right, one receiver here to the near side as he takes the snap. Short drop, steps up, throws down the right side. Wobbly pass, jump ball, and it's nearly intercepted at the 15-yard line by Landon Conley. He was in the right place at the right time. The receiver was Taylor, CJ, and Conley just out-jumped him.
Yeah, he did. Conley has that big wingspan, using that length well.
Second down and 20 after the incomplete pass. Porter says we want to go for a big play here early. They lined up again pre-snap with trips over the right. Now they bring them all closer to the line. High snap, toss sweep right side. Andrew looking for running room. He's at the 50, the 45. Now he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line across the way by Johnny Stars. And that's going to bring up a manageable 3rd down and 6. Again, 4-down territory probably for the Wildcats here, CJ, in Maniac territory.
Wildcats looking crisp offensively.
2 receivers to the far side, 2 here to the near side. As Porter takes the snap, shoots near side at the 40, 35, skips a man, 30, 25, 20, down the sidelines, 10, 5, touchdown. Radley McDonald. That is a 42-yard catch and run. Porter Lewis to McDonald, and another score. This one coming now in the second quarter of play. It is 25-0 in favor of the Wildcats. My gosh. The wide receiver, Junior McDonald, he just made a couple of fine moves here on the sidelines, got out of the grasp of one Maniac who, in retrospect, may have only had just a couple of fingers on the jersey, and then sidestepped another defender about 10 yards later and walked into the end zone. Point after attempt now. Snap is back. Here's the kick, and it is no good. Our score remains 25-0 in favor of the Wildcats. CJ and I will return second quarter action after this.
Now that kids everywhere have returned to school, Peak Physical Therapy and Wellness sends this tip along to help ensure our children's back health. Backpacks have become bigger and more cumbersome to wear, so always make sure to use both shoulder straps. Tighten the straps to keep the load closer to the back, and always bend your knees and lift it properly. For compassionate, high-quality care, trust Peak Physical Therapy on Michigan Avenue in Orofino, here to help you stay healthy and happy.
At Watson's Market in Orofino, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighbors. Hi, this is Kim. Shop with us for the best prices and freshest, highest quality fruits, vegetables, and meats. Every purchase supports our commitment to this great community. We proudly donate to local food banks, sponsor Little League sports, and are active in community-wide events. Come on down to Watson's Market, where shopping local means giving back. See you soon.
And welcome back once again. P1FCU, Debco Construction, and Best Built Builder Supply. Proud to back the Maniacs on your Central Idaho sports leader, 13 KLER Orofino, and also streaming on YouTube channel KLER 1300 AM.
Well, about 10 minutes, 39 seconds on the clock, and the Wildcats have a 25-0 lead. Peak will kick this ball away, and Connolly and Stars are deep once again for the Maniacs. And here's the kick by Peak, a high booming kick. This is taken by Stars across the way at the 15, coming to the near side, 20, 25, sidelines, 30, 35, 40, and hit at the 45, crossing the midfield stripe, and down at the 46-yard line is Johnny Stars. Wow, he gets up, and he is pumped, CJ, as he is drilled by McDonald. And the officials are gathering. Again, I don't see a flag or anything like that. I'm not sure what that noise was all about. Maybe just trying to get the clock to stop. But what an electrifying run by Johnny.
Yeah, Stars showing off his dynamic playmaking ability once again. Would you believe that he's been sick?
Really? First and 10, Orofino from the Wildcat 45-yard line. Declan will operate from under center. He has 3 backs set behind him. 1 receiver split to the left side. Handoff goes to Orofino's Miller. Or excuse me, that was not Miller. That was Cody Mills. Not much there for the running back when he's brought down by Talon White. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10.
Wildcats defense has been pretty stiff to this point. 1 first down so far for the Maniacs.
Receiver here coming to the near side is Landon Conley. Tight end set up on the far side is Miller. 3 backs once again behind Crockett. He takes the snap from under center, hands off the right side. Not a lot of running room, maybe 2 or 3 yards, as the Maniacs looking to grind this one out. We'll call it a 3-yard pickup, 3rd down and 7 now for the Maniacs. Taylor, the cornerback on the left side, he is a junior on this Wildcat squad, is the first one there to bring down the running back.
Wildcats have been daring the Maniacs to throw the ball. They're stacking 7 to 8 in the box every single time.
Connolly will now split to the far side. Again, the backs are Stars, Harrison, and Mills, all bunched up as Declan will set the line. And from under center, he takes the snap. And rolling left side is Crockett looking for running room, and he's going to be hog-tied and brought down at the 44-yard line. Boy, a safety rush. Cornerback Drayden Taylor comes back there. He just sheds his blocker, CJ, and corrals the quarterback and dumps him for a loss. And the Maniacs now faced with 4th down and 9.
The Wildcats love to rush the passer. They've been bringing the house for the most part. Very aggressive defensively.
And the Maniacs will be aggressive offensively. They go for it here on 4th and 9. Crockett, the junior signal caller, toss sweep right side, looking for running room is Stars. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30. He's got the first down, steps inside the 20, and will be brought down at about the 18-yard line. What a run by Johnny Stars, saving the touchdown. Talon White for the Wildcats. What a fantastic run by Johnny Stars, again on a toss sweep, 24-yard pickup. But a holding penalty is going to bring it back. That is just absolutely unfortunate. So instead of 4th and 9, it's now going to be 4th and 19. Wipe off the fine run by Stars.
And that should bring the punt team out onto the field, which isn't much different than the offense.
You know, we saw this last week, CJ. We saw 4 guys on the sidelines when the 11 offensive or defensive plays were out there. We have 5 tonight. Harrison will boot this ball away on 4th and 19. 1 safety with his heels at the 15 low, and the punt is partially blocked. It's fielded at the 45, and the returner will bring it up to the 49. Radley McDonald. Somebody got back there. Was that Radley who actually partially blocked it, or he was on the return? Well, somebody got back there and partially blocked that punt. And what do you see? There's a flag that rests at the 40, so that's about where the ball was kicked from. We'll have to wait and see what the officials say.
Wonder if that's not another holding call right there that's going to get declined. But the Maniacs have just struggled in the punt game, both with their long snapping and protection, as I said earlier.
Well, running into the kicker, CJ, and so the Maniacs catch a big break. They have a first down now at the 35-yard line.
Wow.
Again, the snap to Harrison was low. He had to field it and kick on the run, and and of course, we're watching the ball get blocked, and Harrison went down. But now the Maniacs, with new life, they have first and 10 at the Wildcat 35-yard line. Crockett again will take his snap from under center. Toss sweep left. Stars looking for a running room, and there is absolutely nothing there. He's going to be brought down for about a 2 or maybe even a 3-yard loss on the running play. Stars slow to get up, but actually one of the Wildcats will grab him by the shoulder pads and help him up. Second down and 13 coming off of the field for Orofino. Again, the tight ends will rotate in and out as Liam Miller comes out. Corbin Daly goes in with the play. Second down, 13. Connolly will split to the far side or the short side of the field. Orofino running from left to right. Second quarter action. 7 minutes, 14 seconds left here in the period. Maniacs down. And trying to run here to the right. Oh, no running room whatsoever for Cody Mills, and he's going to be brought down for a loss in the backfield to the 45-yard line, or check that rather, the 42-yard line. And right now the Maniacs are unable to get anything going on the running as A.J. Peak for the Wildcats comes right through that offensive line and brings down the Maniac ball carrier.
Wildcats like to rotate a lot of guys through this defense.
Third down and 18, Orofino from the Wildcat 43-yard line. Crockett with trips behind him as once again he'll take the snap, and he's going to roll right, looking to pass, throws the long ball downfield. Receiver there, and it's incomplete at the 15-yard line. Intended for Liam Daly, and Liam Daly
brings a fourth down, 13 for the Maniacs.
Liam Miller.
Sorry, yeah, I thought that sounds wrong. Corbin Daly was right below him, 8. So the incomplete pass brings up fourth down and 18.
Crockett putting some air under that ball there, though. They had a chance at a big play.
Yeah, a penalty on Orofino holding. This one is going to be waved off, and timeout is called by the Maniacs. CJ and I do the same with 6:11 here in the second quarter of play. We'll come back after this.
Once upon a time, there was a sleepy bear in search of a place to nap. Like the inside of a car. A coupe? Too small. An SUV? Too big. A station wagon? Just right. But as his eyelids began to get heavy, we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
For auto, home, life, and commercial insurance, see me, Greg Kimberling, in Lewiston at 622 Bryden Avenue.
From the always exciting Friday night football lights to packed gyms filled with volleyball fans, Clearwater Valley Health and Orofino Health Clinics have been there while backing area high schools. Clearwater Valley Health and Orofino Health Clinic wish our hardworking student-athletes the best of luck while they compete. For years, CVH has helped generations reach better health and have strived to serve the needs of our region. Clearwater Valley Health and Orofino Health Clinic say good luck, Maniacs, during homecoming.
Maniac Homecoming brought to you in part tonight by Debco Crushing, Clearwater Health and Rehabilitation of Cascadia, and Finke Logging, as it is 4th and 13 from the 42, Jeff.
CJ, did you see the parade today, the homecoming parade?
I did not.
It was phenomenal. The kids were all hyped up going down Johnson and Michigan Avenues. It was fantastic. Orofino will punt this ball away on 4th down. Harrison stands at his 45, gets a nice snap, low booming kick. It's going to be fielded at the 1-yard line. 5, 10, 15, going to the sidelines, 20, 25. Only one man left. That's Harrison, and he makes him pay at the 33-yard line. The guy kicks the ball, and he makes the tackle across the way. But that is a 32-yard return by the special teams kick returner, Coleman Blaylock.
Yeah, showing off some playmaking ability there. That was one heck of a return, as you thought he was just going to let it go and let it bounce out of the back of the end zone, but he decides to bring it out and picks up big yardage.
The ball will be spotted at the 37. And again, the sophomore quarterback is Porter Lewis, working from the gun. He's got Andrew Lewis set 2 steps behind him, 1 receiver left, 1 to the right, throws to his back at the 35, the 40, skips 1, now 2 tacklers, now is brought down at the 43-yard line. Andrew Lewis, yards after catch, CJ, about 5. Eddie Harrison along with Cody Mills gang up on the tackle.
Yeah, and Eddie Harrison getting his hands in there trying to rip it out at the end of the play. Just unable to get on it, but good instinct.
5-yard pickup. He got 4 of those after making the catch and shedding 2 blockers. Lewis takes the snap, once again drops back, throws over the middle, receiver there, and it's incomplete. In and out of the hands at the 50-yard line. The receiver there had a second chance at it, but almost tipped it up into the air. And that is
Porter Lewis.
That is, what's that, CJ?
Was it Porter Lewis?
No, I think it was Coleman Blaylock, 45. I saw the 4, and I thought, that's Porter Lewis. He can't throw it and catch it. Then I saw the 5. After the incomplete pass, that brings up 3rd down and 5 as the Wildcats scrimmage from their own 43-yard line. Back to pass once again. Lewis throws over the left side. It's caught at the 45, 50, 45 of Orofino, 40, and now will be drilled out of bounds at the 38-yard line across the way by Landon Conley. And the catch over there made by McDonald, I think. And they'll move the chains. A real nice catch and run after the catch by McDonald. Another first down, CJ. What do those numbers look like right now?
Looks as though they have 3 first downs, 2 through the air and 1.
Run right up the middle from Lewis, and he'll pick up about 7 yards. A lot of extracurriculars going on here in the backfield. But what a little bit of a delay to Andrew Lewis, and he just looks like he's fired out of a cannon. It is enough for the first down, and so that will bring up a new fresh set of downs for the Wildcats. Quickly, looking to throw. Lewis, he has a receiver at the 25 and then brought down out of bounds inside the 15, or they'll say right at the 15-yard line. Crockett brings down Coleman Blaylock. And another first down as the Wildcats just keep moving the chains here. We're under 5 minutes here in the second quarter of play. Lewis tosses to Lewis. Lewis the right side. He's got running room. Down the sidelines, inside the 10. He reaches for the pylon, and I don't believe he gets there, CJ. Touch, oh, he did. He got in on the right at the corner. 15 yards for Andrew Lewis, and another score for the Wildcats. It is now 31-0 with 4 minutes and 41 seconds on the clock here before the halftime gun.
The Wildcats moving the ball at will offensively on that drive.
They'll get a new lineman out, will the Wildcats. And once again, they split 3 linemen to the left, 3 to the right. And it looks as though that they'll have Peak come on to kick. Now the linemen on the left side go, and now the linemen on the right side will set up as well. Snap is back. Here's the kick by Peak. It is no good. Our score remains 31-0 in favor of the Wildcats. We will come back after this.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue, Orofino, to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Simmons Natal Sanitation, Innovative Electric, and Phillips Plumbing are all proud to help back the efforts of the Maniacs and homecoming football on KLER as the Wildcats find the end zone once again. It is 31-0 at Kellogg, Jeff.
Connolly and Crockett are deep to return this kick for the Maniacs as Peak approaches the ball. Here's the kick. It's a short end-over-end, fielded at the 31, the 35. Runner coming here to the near side and brought down near the 40-yard line. So the Maniacs will have it 1st and 10. And we have an injured Maniac down, 2 injured Maniacs. Now one will get up. One across the way still down, and right now, CJ, the numbers are very short for Orofino. Ethan Spencer on the special teams tackle.
Yeah, the Maniacs definitely cannot afford any injuries at the moment. Of course, you never want anyone to get hurt, especially at the high school level. You hope that maybe it's just some cramps and he's able to hop back up, get those worked out.
And we do not have, oh, it's a 56. Sorry, I was thinking, must be dyslexic tonight, as I am most nights. It's not 65, it's 56. We do not have a 56 on our roster either for Orofino, unless it's on this homecoming roster, and a change, no, it is not. So the Maniacs will come to the near side as we await what's happening across the field with our injured Maniacs. CJ, this is homecoming for Orofino High School, and here's what the homecoming court looks like tonight. That has already been decided. The freshman Prince and Princess is Troy Jenkins and Elena Paul. The sophomore Prince and Princess, Tyler Zumpe and Sadie Olive. The junior Prince and Princess is Landon Connolly and Trinity Duncan. The senior Prince and Princess, Allie Upton and Gage Trishman. And then the king and queen, Eddie Harrison and Jocelyn Josephson. A couple of nice kids right there, huh?
Yeah, Jocelyn, royalty on multiple occasions. She was Lumberjack Days royalty as well. Unfortunately, Liam Miller unable to come off under his own power. He's got Josh Tilley and another coach helping him off the field.
Yeah, trying to put weight on one of those wheels. Now he asks them to slow up. Again, he just took a hit across the way on that kick return, and now he says he's ready to go as he stops at about the 40, and he will make it all the way to the sideline, CJ. But again, only 5 bodies for the Maniacs on the sidelines, and so number one, you don't want to see anybody hurt. Liam Miller, the tight end for this Maniac squad, he's a heck of a blocker for Orofino, and so again they'll press bodies into action tonight that have not had an opportunity to play at some of these positions.
Yeah, and as numbers dwindle like that, that puts more and more pressure on the remaining players. They have more and more plays out there on the field, and unfortunately it increases injuries for the rest. So you just hope that everyone's able to stay healthy and in the ball game.
Well, the Maniacs will come up to the line of scrimmage, which is the 40-yard line. Far side hash mark. They run from left to right down to the Kellogg Wildcats 31-0. Split backs are going to line up behind the junior quarterback. That's Declan Crockett. He'll have a slot left, one receiver to the left. As Crockett from under center takes the snap, he'll hand off running room straight ahead, And the pile continues to push up to the 45-yard line. Good run by Johnny Stars. Eddie Harrison and Johnny Stars lining up in the backfield, CJ. And
Gain of 5 on the play. Second
a 5-yard pickup is always a good thing for the Maniacs. A.J. Peck, he leads the defensive charge from that defensive line position.
Big nose guard.
2nd down and 5. And once again, it'll be a full house backfield behind Crockett. Johnny Stars, Eddie Harrison, and Mills in the backfield. And the handoff will go to Eddie Harrison. And boy, he just puts his shoulder pads and he runs over a defensive lineman. That's A.J. Peak. And boy, howdy, Peak paid that time as Eddie Harrison just lowered his shoulder pads right into him and bowled him over.
Yeah, what a physical run from Harrison.
Timeout is called by Orofino, and so CJ and I will do the same. Don't go away. We'll come back right after this.
Hey, it's Harold Curley, inviting you to Best Built Builder Supply Contractor Demo Days. Join us for this one-day only event on Wednesday, October 2nd in Orofino from 11 to 2. Chat with on-site pros, explore the latest and greatest industry products, and get insider tips for your installs and building. Plus, enjoy a free barbecue lunch and a chance to win awesome raffle prizes. Don't miss out. Head to Highway 12 in Orofino and make the most of your day with Best Built Builders Supply.
It comes once a year. Football fans everywhere gather for homecoming. Debco Crushing is a proud sponsor of Maniac Athletics and wish the boys all the best Friday when they face off against the Kellogg Wildcats. Debco Crushing is also a fan of Lady Maniac volleyball team and hopes to see you in the stands for the October 9th Dig for a Cure. And remember to also attend the next Orofino soccer matchup. Debco Crushing, proud to back the blue at homecoming.
And welcome back once again. Helping to sponsor our broadcast, Maniac Football, Watson's Market, Orofino, Main Street Tire, and Kimberling Insurance on KLER Orofino and streaming on YouTube channel KLER 1300 AM.
Well, after the Maniac timeout, it is 3rd down and 3. Once again, Crockett will have one wide out to the far side and a full house set behind him. The handoff goes into the backfield. That's Eddie Harrison turning the corner across the 50, and he lowers his shoulder pads, and he just takes out a Wildcat at the 47-yard line. That's Wyatt Story, who, again, was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Eddie Harrison just loves contact football.
Yeah, he is seeking that contact, and he is finishing runs. I would not want to be in his path.
I met Eddie Harrison's father a couple of nights ago at a junior high football game here, Joel Harrison. Super nice to talk to that gentleman, and I'll tell you what, and he told me about Eddie's grandparents that live back in Virginia, and they're listening to the game on YouTube tonight. Crockett from under center takes the snap. He'll hand off Mills. Mills bounces off a tackle. He's running the wrong way, and now he's going to be brought back on his own side of the field at the 44-yard line. No blocking ahead for Cody Mills, the sophomore slot, who turns into a running back. And unfortunately, the protection broke down. Chase Scribner and A.J. Peak in on the tackle. Ball all the way back to the original scrimmage, 10 yards back. It's now 2nd down and a long 19. Handoff goes here to Harrison, and there's no running for him as well. He will lose ground back to the 41-yard line as A.J. Peak, the junior nose guard, is just pummeling this Maniac offensive line right now. We're under 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter of action. 31-0 as the Wildcats lead this contest over the Maniacs here on homecoming at Orofino High.
Yeah, the Maniacs have struggled to get things going on the ground as, again, the Wildcats continue to dare them to throw the ball, stacking the box, sending the house on many occasions. Dan Davidian loves that aggressive defensive play.
3rd down and 23. Connolly will split to the far side. The slot to the left is Mills. In the backfield is Stars and Harrison. Taking the snap, dropping back to pass. Crockett throws over the middle, and it is intercepted at the 46-yard line. To the 50, 45, 40, going the other way. Only one man left to beat, and he'll be brought down at the 14-yard line with the pick. Wyatt Story.
Interception on the play.
A pass right over the middle. The intended receiver, I think, was Connolly on that little crossing pattern, and the ball unfortunately thrown short. Story steps in front of it and makes the interception at the 45, returns it all the way to the Maniac 15-yard line.
Yeah,
wow.
good read on the pass and able to jump it.
So the Wildcats will try to get one more score on the board here before the half. 1:05. The Maniacs going to try and stiffen up that defense. Porter Lewis, short drop on the high snap. Here's the throw, and it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown. 15-yard catch for a touchdown, and that looks like Taylor. That's a long ways to look for that number across the way. Drayden Taylor with the catch.
And Landon Connolly actually got a hand on that, and he tipped it right into the hands of Taylor. Taylor able to hang on.
37-0 after the quick score. On to attempt the point after is Peak. And it's a snap to Peak. He tries to run it in. He'll be brought down at the 4-yard line by yours truly, number 10. That's Eddie Harrison. Our score remains 37-0. We'll return right after this.
1 minute left in the half.
Once upon a time, there was a sleepy bear in search of a place to nap. Like the inside of a car. A coupe? Too small. An SUV? Too big. A station wagon? Just right. But as his eyelids began to get heavy, we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
For auto, home, life, and commercial insurance, see me, Greg Kimberling, in Lewiston at 622 Bryden Avenue.
Welcome back once again. Thanks for listening into Orofino Football tonight, brought to you by Family Eye Care Clinic, Clearwater Valley Health, and Terry Bowling of Camas Financial.
Well, the Maniac turnover quickly turns into another 6 points for the Wildcats, as the Wildcats, CJ, have not punted once yet this evening, if memory serves me correct. Only 1 minute, 60 seconds left on the clock. And Orofino looking to try and get something going as Declan Crockett along with Landon Connolly are set to return this kick. Or is that Stars? I believe that's an 11 across the way. Peak will kick this ball away. A high end-over-end kick. And it's going to take a bounce, knocked down by Crockett at the 14. He crosses the 15, the 20, and he's brought down at the 21-yard line. That's a miscommunication between Crockett and Connolly, as that ball ended up right between the two of them, and Crockett had to handle it on a bounce at the 14. He returns it 6 yards before he's brought down by Vance Evans on special teams. First down for the Maniacs. They have 55 seconds in which to try and move the ball. Looks like 78 yards as they spotted at the 22. Crockett has Stars and Harrison set behind him. Now Harrison moves out to the slot position on the right. Conley, the deep back. And now the defense changes up for the Wildcats. They look as, and the Maniacs only have 10 guys on the field, so they quickly usher out another lineman. Again, some of these guys are playing positions tonight they've never played before. Crockett takes the snap, handoff right up the middle. Connolly, he'll advance the ball about 2 yards to the 24, and the clock will continue to wind as the stop is made by D tackle Van Vliet, or Van Vliet rather.
Van Vliet.
Van Vliet.
First time I've ever seen that name before.
Sounds like a good German spelling. Van Vliet.
Second down and 7 for the Maniacs.
Orofino breaks from their huddle. Coming here to the near side is Conley. Slot to the right is Mills. Maniacs will line up with a tight end on the left. Two backs set behind Crockett as he takes the snap. Hands off into the backfield. Not a lot of running room for Stars. He'll advance his way to about the 29-yard line, and that looks as though it'll be the last play of the first half. 37-0. The Wildcats right now lead the Orofino Maniacs here at halftime. C.J. Thompson quickly making his way down onto the field where he will catch up with, there he goes. I see C.J. trying to run down Coach now as we're going to, C.J. Thompson is there. Let's check in with him right now.
Okay, Coach, a big night here on homecoming. Your thoughts on the first half?
Running out of guys. Shorthanded already. We got to get in and figure out who's going to play where just to see if we can get through this and fill all the spots.
Yeah, most definitely. We've had some big runs brought back on holding calls. What can we do in the second half to shore that up?
Some of those get called in some games and not others. So we'll talk about it and get those kids coached up. But it's just the way it goes sometimes.
Definitely. Well, good luck in the second half, and go Maniacs.
All right, thanks.
All right, it's halftime, and right now it is 37-0. The Kellogg Wildcats looking to spoil the Maniacs' homecoming. Don't go away. We've got our halftime show and more when we return after this.
This is the Maniacs Halftime Report on AM 13 KLER. Brought to you by
Watson's Market, Main Street Tire, Kimberling Insurance Agency, Peak Physical Therapy, Family Eye Care, Les Schwab Tire and Alignment Center, Terry Bowling of Camas Financial Services, Best Built Builder Supply, The Pizza Factory, Riverside Physical Therapy, and P1FCU. Our halftime report when we come back after this.
It's amazing that we wear something different every day to work and try our best to change up our look. New shoes or shirt or even a haircut can really make a difference. But when was the last time you changed out those glasses? If it's been more than a couple years since you visited your optometrist, now's the time. Dr. Rick Lindgren and staff at Family Eye Care are here to take care of your family's eyes. If your vision changes, even slightly, those old glasses you're wearing may not be doing you any favors. It only takes a few minutes to have your eyes professionally examined. You just may be surprised at how much you've been missing. Find new brand name frames for less than you might think. Accentuate your personal style with statement-making glasses for a look that's bold, original, and unforgettable. Let Family Eye Care help take care of your eyes. Call and make an appointment today at 476-4814. Family Eye Care, Michigan Avenue, Orofino, and Highway 12 West in Kamei. Come on in and see the difference.
Hi there, it's Corky with Les Schwab Tires, and I'd like to tell you something I love about our history. 70-some years ago, we set the standard for tire service with values that come from the heart. Treat your customers like family and earn their trust. Never sell anyone a thing they don't need. Put safety first and customers will follow. That's how we did business then, and it's how we do it now. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Well, we welcome you back. It is halftime here at Orofino High School. Our score, 37-0. The Kellogg Wildcats on top of the Orofino Maniacs. As we do every halftime, we like to gather somebody up and visit about what's going on here at Orofino High School. Madison Melton joins me now. Madison, thanks for taking the time to visit with us.
You bet.
Madison, how long have you been removed as a student from Orofino High now?
It's actually been 10 years this year.
10 years. Madison, it wasn't that long ago. I remember you in sports like volleyball and basketball and softball. Is it tough to not play those anymore?
You know, it is tough, but it's also pretty cool to watch it kind of go full circle and being able to be back and helping cultivate a a good positive culture.
You are the leadership council, right? Tell me, I'm going to ask you about that here in just a moment. So I imagine you're at a lot of home football games, at least. Your thoughts on the first half of this game here?
Well, you know, those boys out there, they're tough. And we have a little grit around here, and I think there's a lot of game left to be played.
That's right, there is too. Your husband, Seth, used to be a quarterback here at Orofino High as well, didn't he?
He was, yeah. We high school sweethearts, and it kind of all started right here on this green.
Wow, that's just amazing. Well, Madison, tell me a little bit about Leadership Council here at Orofino High.
Yeah, so we have about 20 members this year, and the group of kids, they organize assemblies. We just went down and put on an assembly at the elementary school, and our biggest main goal is to cultivate a Maniac Nation across Orofino. It's been pretty legendary, the amount of fans and support that we have, and we're really trying to boost that back up.
All right, you were talking about an assembly. What was the atmosphere like at Orofino High School this past week?
Oh, wild. It was wild. People are dressed up for dress-up days. We're marching the halls with the band. The fight song plays every morning. It's been a good week. We really needed it coming back.
So you're a science teacher here. Does that mean that the teachers also dress up when it's dress-up day?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. We had twin day, and there were double teachers all the way around the school.
Very good. All right. So tell us a little bit more about Leadership Council. Some of the things that you do, that you're in charge of, and your students are in charge of.
Yeah. So we start our year with homecoming, and we do the assemblies. We did a parade today earlier where we had the police escort all the way through town, and then tomorrow we'll have the homecoming dance. And then we kind of go in sections, so then come winter time, we're planning a Battle of the Blues against Orofino and Grangeville for the basketball season. So we'll have another Spirit Week that week. And then spring, we'll have our spring fling. And then we always end our year with something really positive for the kids to leave on.
Anything that the community can do to also help out with Maniac Nation and/or?
We started a new newsletter this year, and the newsletter is shared out every week to a plethora of people and shared across all social media, and just to kind of inform the community of all the cool things that the kids are doing too. So whenever you see that out there, go ahead and give it a share.
Hey, Madison, right now we are seeing the homecoming court come through. Maybe you can give us a little information. Let's start with the freshman prince and princess.
Oh, Troy Jenkins and Alina Paul. These are two very positive people. Alina Paul is involved in everything. She'll be a 3-sport athlete.
Very good.
Coming up. And Troy Jenkins, he's got a joke every day.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Yep, he was a pleasure to have in class, and he's just all around a good kid.
All right, how about our sophomores?
Tyler and Sadie. Tyler and Sadie, again, very involved. Sadie Olive is an active member in Student Council, and she has managed a few different projects, actually. There's a state project about different types of girls' mental health awareness that she's leading for us.
Very good. And then the junior class, who is representing them?
Junior Prince and Princess, Landon Connolly and Trinity Duncan, both in leadership. Trinity is our head of assemblies, so she puts together the plan, we fine-tune it, and then she's the brave one that stands out there and talks in front of all of her peers.
Very good. And the seniors?
Allie and Gage. Gage and Allie were both a part of leadership last year. Well respected. They poise very well. Again, all around good kids. Allie Upton, she races drag races with her car.
Right. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And then your king and queen, Eddie and Jocelyn. Couldn't have a better king and queen for homecoming. Jocelyn was the OCI princess this year. Yep. And then Eddie Harrison, you know, I gave him the mic at the elementary school to speak to the to the kids, and he nailed it.
Outstanding. So I understand the floats were rated today, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. Do you happen to know who won?
I happen to do. Yes, I do know, because
Can you pass that along?
I am the junior class advisor, and our float won.
Woohoo!
Yes, so go Juniors. They're actually going to announce here after the royalty the winner of the Spirit Points throughout the entire week. So
very good.
to kind of build that, competitive edge, all the classes compete, and I have it upstairs on who won, but it's going to be pretty exciting when they announce it.
Madison, I want to say thank you for coming up to visit with you. Best wishes to you and all the students here at Orofino High School, not only tonight during homecoming, but all throughout the year.
Thank you, Jeff.
It's Madison Melton, Orofino High School science teacher and the advisor to these many students who are putting on Maniac Nation. We'll take a break. We're back right after this. Need reliable electrical services from a team that cares? Call Innovative Electric, your local experts right here in Clearwater County. With decades of experience, we handle all your electrical needs, big or small. We're not just your electricians, we're your neighbors. Our tax dollars stay in the community, and we love giving back. We proudly donated the labor and materials in wiring the new scoreboard at Orofino High. So when you need an electrical pro, choose local. Choose Innovative Electric, 476-3321.
This season, the players have given their all, and at Forts Creek Pump, we couldn't be more proud. Whether you're dealing with well pump issues or water troubles, we're here to help. Located on Shriver Road, Forts Creek Pump has the expertise you need for all your water well and pump needs. Got a problem? Come visit us and we'll get you back on track with dependable solutions. Forts Creek Pump, where water runs smoothly. Proud supporters of our hardworking high school players.
Calling all OHS alumni, it's the big game. Homecoming Friday comes to your alma mater and your presence is requested. Debco Construction is proud to back the Maniacs and hopes to see you in the stands to cheer on the boys and root them on to another win. The most trusted commercial general contractors in the Pacific Northwest, Debco Construction is committed to improving the transportation and utility infrastructure throughout the Pacific Northwest. Join us as we cheer on the Maniacs.
It's homecoming at Orofino High, and the Maniacs look to make a big splash Friday night. Simmons Naval Enterprises knows that the boys are working together like a well-oiled machine to achieve a common goal, win the biggest game of the year for their school and all the alumni who attend. Simmons Naval Enterprises is proud to support the efforts of the Maniac football team. Teamwork and a love for the game. That's what Orofino brings. Simmons Naval Enterprises, proud to work, live, and be a part of our local communities.
And welcome back once again as the homecoming proceedings continue here at the Orofino High football field. Let's take a look at the scoring plays so far here in the first half. Kellogg got on the boards with 10:26 to go in the first quarter. Pretty early on their second play from scrimmage, I believe. It was Porter Lewis to Blalik. A 60-yard touchdown catch. The two-point conversion failed, put it at 6-0. They struck again with 7:20 to go in the first. Lewis from 4 yards out. That one was Andrew Lewis, and they were able to sneak that PAT just in to put the score at 13-0. Then just before the close of the first quarter, Porter Lewis had a 22-yard quarterback keeper. The two-point conversion failed on the pass, put it at 19-0. Then right out of the gates in the second quarter, 10:39 to go, Lewis connected on a 42-yard pass to Radley McDonald. That PAT failed as well, and it was 25-0 at that point. With 4:41 to go in the first half, Andrew Lewis found pay dirt once again from 15 yards out. The PAT again failed. It was 31-0, and then with a minute left on the clock, Porter Lewis connected with Taylor on a 15-yard pass, and the two-point conversion failed on a pass, and that puts us at 37-0 at the half.
CJ, it's been a rough first half for the Maniacs, and the coach probably said it most adeptly. Too many injuries. can't afford any more injuries right now.
Yeah, that is just extremely tough on any program when you are out there and you only have 4 subs, and the team pretty much every player has to play nearly every single down. That is just going to keep breaking you down and breaking you down. Nobody can withstand that. It's tough.
Yeah, and right now the Maniacs have been bringing their plays in with both tight end Liam Miller and Corbin Daly, and we saw Liam Miller go down a short while ago, and the Maniac squad has just now come back up. They're starting to warm up, and I'm looking to see if I can see Liam out there warming up right now or not. But Orofino out on the field as Kellogg not out here yet. I'm sure they're just taking their time, resting up out comfortably with this lead, 37-0. CJ and I take a break. It is the halftime show of Homecoming here at Orofino High. We'll return after this.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camas Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue, Orofino, to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Best wishes to Orofino High this Friday night during Homecoming. The Maniacs look to take down the always tough Kellogg Wildcats and give their fans and alumni something to cheer about. Always backing Orofino is Phillips Plumbing. From a dripping faucet to completely new piping under your home, call Phillips Plumbing. In Orofino, Phillips Plumbing wishes to take this moment to thank you, our valued customer. Our team is here for you anytime you're in need of plumbing for your home or business. Phillips Plumbing. Call today.
Stand by for the second half. This halftime report on AM 13 KLER was presented by
The Pizza Factory, D1FCU, Riverside Physical Therapy, Best Build Builder Supply, Family Eye Care, Main Street Tire, Terry Bowling of Camas Financial Services, Watson's Market, Kimberling Insurance Agency, Peak Physical Therapy, and Les Schwab Tire and Alignment Center. Now to the field we go for our second half kickoff. Here's Jeff Jones and CJ Thompson.
Back here at Orofino High School, and we're watching the Maniacs warm up, and out onto the field and to the bench is Liam Miller, and he is definitely favoring that left wheel of his, so it does not look as though we will see him back out. He took a tremendous hit on a kick return back in the second quarter of play, was helped off the field, CJ, and again, last week we had 4 guys on the bench when we were at Salmon. We had 5 guys today, but now that number is reduced to 4 once again. And I'll tell you what, every single one of those guys is working. I think Madison may have said it best. These boys have a lot of grit. They really want to go out there and they want to play every single down. So don't count this Maniac squad out here in the second half.
Yeah, most definitely. They have a ton of hearts. They have just been shifted around. A lot of guys playing spots they've never played before, and that is tough to do. You have to football takes so much practice and time in the film room and all those things that people don't see on Friday night. Right. Throughout the week, and when you don't have the opportunity to do that and you're thrust into a new role, that is pretty tough.
You know, and the Maniacs have a very big Kellogg team that they're dealing with right now. Things do not get any better. Even though they're at home next week, they're going to face off against the Grangeville Bulldogs, who suffered their first loss of the year this past weekend.
Yeah, Grangeville's been a juggernaut so far on the year. They always a great program, and again this year.
Yeah, so last week losing to McCall Donnelly, is that 9-2?
9-2. What a weird football score. Didn't have that on the bingo card.
And so things will not get any easier when Grangeville comes to town next week. But you can betcha the Maniacs will be up to play. When your rival comes to town, you throw everything out because there's going to be a lot of extracurricular activities going on at that line. Each one of those boys wants to get into the grill of the other across the way from him.
Yeah, it'll be getting chippy. You don't want to give your rival a free one.
You know, while we have a moment here, you know, we've always talked about our rivals. When we were in high school, I was at West Bremerton. Our rivals were East Bremerton. Their colors were black and white, so of course we always called them the Skunks. I mean, what better way to talk about your rival than say that they're skunks and they smell? But and yours, of course, was Lewiston High School.
Yeah, bitter rivalry. And it's tough to be rivals with a school that's about twice your size, but we managed to have some pretty good ball games.
Well, there's still some time left on the clock. They were going to, I thought, wipe it off, and we were going to get ready to play. But again, Maniac homecoming this week. We've talked a lot about the things that the kids have done. The juniors and their float won in the parade today. We've talked about the homecoming dance is tomorrow night. I saw a lot of young ladies wearing dresses and dressed to the nines tonight. I asked Mrs. Tetweiler, I said, Mrs. Tetweiler, when's the dance? Is that tonight or tomorrow night? She goes, it's tomorrow night. I said, well, why do I see so many young ladies all dressed up in dresses? Because they don't listen.
Yeah, that is a common failing of high schoolers all across the board. But how about that volleyball team? I think they're 7-1 right now. They're rolling.
When I had Madison Melton come up and talk to us in our halftime tonight, Heidi was so nice to come up because she knew that, you know, if there's an opportunity to talk about the volleyball team, all she had to do is just show up and I'd put her on the air. And she goes, oh, you already got somebody. I said, well, how did you do last night? She goes, we won. Well, of course. Yeah, they are absolutely rocking it. They've got a tournament this weekend. It's the Border Battle Tournament over at Pomeroy High School. And then they've got a big game against Kendrick. It's their senior night coming up on Monday.
Should be a great time.
All right, we're ready for the second half of play, and to bring you all the action here is C.J. Thompson.
Yeah, the Maniacs will receive the second half at kickoff. Back deep to receive Declan Crockett and Landon Connolly. A.J. Peak to kick it away. A big lead at the half for the Wildcats, but it's a whole nother half of football to play. Anything can happen as Peak puts his boot into it. We're underway here in the third quarter, end over end, fielded at about the 18. Connolly will return it up the left side. He's hit hard at the 26 and taken to the ground, and that is where the Maniacs will set up shop here on their first possession of the second half. Orofino struggled to get things going offensively. Russell Fields there to make the special teams tackle, but coach making adjustments at the half, and we'll see what they've got up their sleeve. The playbook may be a tad limited when they have so many out due to injury. Crockett's surveying the field, 1st and 10 from the 27, and it is Harrison on the right side as they keep it on the ground, dragging the pile to the 34-yard line. A nice pickup on the play of about 7 yards. Second down and short coming up. Talon White, the one that finally drug him down.
Well, Talon needed 2 of his teammates to actually help bring Eddie down because he drew first contact at the 30, CJ, and pulled 3 defenders with him 5 yards.
Last week's Pizza Factory player of the game running angry tonight. 2nd and 8 coming up as Crockett barks out the signals. They'll keep it on the ground. John Wicks on the left side in the backfield getting the handoff, and he falls forward up near the line to gain. It will depend on the spot, but from here it looks to be enough. No, on that spot. It will move the
First down.
chains. So 1st and 10 from the 37.
And right now, you can see there is some question about the placement of the ball, and I believe rightly so. Wicks drew contact at about the 36, but he plowed forward for at least 2 yards, and they only gave him 1. They didn't blow the whistles until he was actually down, and rightly so. I think coach should say, we need another yard out of this. But it's a first down regardless.
Orofino 1st and 10, their own 37-yard line. Eddie Harrison in the backfield, then John Wicks will join. Looks as though Stars will be done for the ball game. He is down to his street clothes now, coming out of the half. Up under center is Crockett's. As the Maniacs go to the ground once again. Nice hole on the right side opened up for Harrison, and he's able to pick up 4 yards on first down. Actually, it looks like a gain of 5 on the play, up to about the 43-yard line. Chevy Ward chasing him down for the Wildcats.
Student body left, student body right. If you're down to a lineman now carrying the ball for you, you want to make it as easy as you possibly can. Like you said earlier, CJ, Wicks was in the backfield last year, so he still has some of those plays in his mind.
A couple of hard-nosed runners in the backfield, and on the left side goes to Harrison, shakes off one tackler and another, and he's able to stumble forward before he's hit right at the sticks. He's up near about the 48-yard line. That looks to be enough for a first.
No, it'll be short by about a yard, CJ.
3rd and about a yard, and it'll be Radley McDonald making the tackle from his outside linebacker spot. Not sure about the spot on that one.
Just hard-nosed running once again.
3rd and 1 from the 46-yard line. Again, Wicks and Harrison in the backfield. This time it is Wicks, and Wildcats right there at the point of attack. And he's taken down for a loss back to about the 45, maybe the 44. And A.J. Peak leading the charge for the Wildcats defensively. And now they'll move it back to the 45. Nose of the ball, front end at the 45.
Yeah, Orofino looking at about a 4th and 3 here, CJ. They're on their own side of the field, and it looks as though they will go for it here on 4th down and 3.
Metke going aggressive. Here on homecoming night, Crockett barking out the signals, and they will give it to Wicks on the left side. He's tracked down in the backfield. Another loss on the play. That'll be a turnover on downs as Talon White and Chase Scribner sniffing that one out, and they'll turn it over to the Wildcats. They'll have a short field, 1st and 10 from the Maniac 40.
Yeah, Scribner was the one who actually forced Wicks on the outside, and then Talon made the tackle. So I think the play is designed to run off tackle as much as you can, but you could see how the play just got extended further and further out.
So Porter Lewis will lead his squad back out onto the field with a 37-0 lead. They will send Blalik. They were sending Blalik in motion. Now he'll reset.
I think the play is getting changed at the line of scrimmage.
Stacked on each side. Andrew Lewis back. It's a bad snap. Porter Lewis trying to fall on it. Orofino looks to have it. And that is a turnover on the bad snap, and Orofino will have it in Wildcat territory.
1st and 10 for Orofino Maniacs.
What a big play defensively for Orofino, taking advantage of the miscue on the bad snap. And it is Jonas Hattrick that is able to fall on it for the Maniac defense. And they'll look to build.
It's either Hattrick or CJ. It could be 56. Hattrick is wearing 52. 56, I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, we do not have a name for. Could be Blaine Johnson.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 47, and they'll send a man in motion. They'll give it to Mills on the jet sweep. He tries to cut it upfield. He runs into a gang of Wildcats, and he's able to pick up one maybe from where they had it set, but now it's no gain on the play, and it'll be Wyatt Story that makes the tackle. So 2nd down and 10 coming up. They had moved the sticks, and then they move it right back. So 2nd and 10. Wicks and Harrison behind Crockett. Connolly here to the near side. And they'll send a man in motion, then give it on the delay to Wicks, and just nowhere to go for John as he is stacked up after a gain of about 1 on the play. Radley McDonald stepping up to make the tackle from his outside linebacker spot for the Wildcats.
McDonald's 6 foot 150 pounds, CJ, and Wicks 6 foot 206 pounds, but it really looked like McDonald had the best angle on him and brought him down.
So 3rd down and 9 coming up. The Maniacs have the ball at the 46-yard line. They need to make about the 37 for a 1st down as Crockett surveys the field. Maniacs to the air, and Crockett flushed out of pocket right side, facing pressure, heaves it up across the middle, looking for Connolly. It was a jump ball, and it'll fall incomplete. There were 3 Wildcat jerseys in the vicinity.
Triple coverage, and so you're looking for Connolly. He lines up on the right side, and he crosses over to the right, but the other receiver for the Maniacs, that was tight end Corbin Daly. He was actually cutting this way, CJ. Might have been a better target for the junior quarterback.
But Crockett with pressure coming from all sides, unable to find the open receiver, and they will punt it away. That is Wyatt Story back deep to receive. Good snap, and Harrison gets away. A good kick, high end over end, lands about the 20, takes a Wildcat bounce to the 24 where it is downed. And that is Ray Stars that downs it for Orofino, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Porter Lewis and this Wildcat offense.
Ray Stars, CJ, he's getting more and more playing time. Just a sophomore on this squad, but he's got good physique, 6 foot 220 pounds. And that ball was taking a Wildcat bounce, and Stars really jumps on top of it after it had already gone back against the Maniacs by about 5 yards.
Wildcats have been in the pistol all night, then that will not change here as they spread it out 4 wide. Porter Lewis making the defensive reads, back to the air, quick slant across the middle, and it is incomplete as he was looking for Coleman Blalock, and Cody Mills there defensively to break up the pass.
Cody was right on the money, CJ. Excellent coverage because Blalock has that ball right over the middle, and Mills just sticks his arm right across it and pulls his hand away. Incomplete pass. Good defense by the sophomore cornerback.
2nd and 10 from the 25. Lewis looks left and right. Now we'll settle in. High snap, able to handle it, and he'll shovel it forward across the middle of the field, and it's in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Flags flying everywhere, and it looks to be a hold against the Wildcats, and that'll back them up.
Yeah, you know, it looks like it's a designed quarterback run, and then just shoveling the ball forward. I'm not so certain the receiver knew it was coming and actually bounced a little short of him just the same.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 20 as that takes the Wildcats back to the 15-yard line. They'll stack receivers on each side. Andrew Lewis, big hole up the middle as he's behind his lead blocker, and he is taken down about the 22-yard line. The Maniacs basically in a prevent defense there. Damian Harrell and Ray Stars teaming up to make the play for the Maniacs, and that'll bring up 3rd down and long, third and about 13.
Gain of 7, third down and 13.
As they have it at about the 22-yard line. They need the 35 for a first down. Porter Lewis back to pass, straight back in the pocket. He has a man across the middle of the field, right to about the original line of scrimmage at the 23-24-yard line. John Wicks there to make the play for the Maniacs, and that'll bring up fourth down Wildcats. Is this going to be the first punt of the evening?
Yeah, I think so, CJ. But John Wicks, who's starting defensive end, has now turned into an outside backer. And so not only does he go from the offensive line to the backfield, now he's gone from the defensive line into the secondary. Nice play by Wicks.
And it'll be a fake punt, and they have a pass up the right side. It is caught and pushed out of bounds near midfield, and I believe that was Andrew Lewis that lined up as one of the gunners, and Declan Crockett making the tackle, forcing the Wildcat out of bounds up the far sideline. Did not see who the number on the catch made up there, but fake punts up 37-0. First and 10 from a midfield as Porter Lewis. And he's back to pass, flushed out of the pocket on the right side. Has a man at the 42-yard line. Leanbacher ahead of him up the sideline, able to slip by the 5 and into the end zone. A 50-yard pitch and catch on the play. And there is a flag back at the 47-yard line.
The officials are talking it over across the far away, CJ. And again, this is thrown in the area of holding. The ball was scrimmaged from the 50. It is a offensive hold, and so the touchdown will come back. Again, a nice pitch and catch. Declan Crockett put his shoulder pads into the receiver, tried knocking him out of bounds at about the 20, but you know, Declan, 154 pounds against that 180-pound receiver. Declan just couldn't get the job done to get him out of bounds. But nonetheless, it comes back on the 10-yard holding penalty.
That seems to have been Bendasius that had made the catch. Now first and 20 back at the 40, and it'll go to Andrew Lewis on the handoff, and he looked dead to rights, drags the defender all the way up to about the 48-yard line, and that's Edward Harrison that was able to finally bring him down, but hard running from Andrew Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis just takes that throw right over the middle, CJ. So he already had momentum going when he ran into Harris, and you could see the collision between the two of them. Harris, of course, was already on his heels, but was able to drag him down after the pickup.
Second down and 12, back to pass. Porter Lewis heaves it down the right sideline, right into the bucket and easily into the end zone. The receiver, as he got behind the secondary, that is a 52-yard catch. And got my eye on him. I still can't see from that far.
The receiver that's been lining up there on the right-hand side, CJ, is...
Extra point attempt by Kellogg.
We'll see if we can come up with a name here in just a moment.
I think it was Vindasius, but I've still got my eye on him. I just can't read his uniform as the PAT is up and blocked. It is no good. And our score remains 43-0. It is 4:21 to go here in the third quarter. Jeff and I will be back after this.
Kings, queens, princes, and princesses. It's all a part of homecoming at Orofino High. Good luck, Maniacs, as you battle Friday night. Finke Logging is proud of all our area kids for the dedication and effort they put into their sports seasons, from football to volleyball, soccer to cross country. Finke Logging has been a proud supporter of Orofino High School and their student athletes, harvesting our renewable resource, timber. That's Finke Logging backing Orofino Maniac football during homecoming.
It comes once a year. Football fans everywhere gather for homecoming. Debco Crushing is a proud sponsor of Maniac Athletics and wish the boys all the best Friday when they face off against the Kellogg Wildcats. Debco Crushing is also a fan of Lady Maniac volleyball team and hopes to see you in the stands for the October 9th Dig for a Cure. And remember to also attend the next Orofino soccer matchup. Debco Crushing, proud to back the blue at homecoming.
Simmons Natal Sanitation, Innovative Electric, and Phillips Plumbing, proud to help back the efforts of the Maniacs and homecoming football on KLER. Here's CJ.
And another big play from the Wildcats offense.
McDonald looked to be that receiver, CJ.
And now actually McDonald is on the field, and I still see him on the far side. I apologize. I had my eye on him the whole time, and I just cannot make out that number. I still have my eye on him right now. And it'll be Peak to kick it away. Crockett and Connolly back deep for the Maniacs. And the kick is off. Low line drive end over end, fielded about the 15 by Connolly. He will return it. A hesitation. He's wrapped up around the ankles, able to still fall forward to about the 30-yard line. A 15-yard return from Landon Connolly. And the Maniacs first and 10 from their own 30.
Around the 30-yard line.
A.J. Peak again in on the play. He's got to have double-digit tackles at this point. And the Maniacs again.
And can you believe that? Kellogg has to borrow a tee from Orofino to kick the ball because they forgot theirs. Maybe that's why we had a holder the first two kicks, because they didn't have a tee.
That could have been. Now Crockett again at the helm. Two backs set behind him, and Wicks will get the give and immediately hit upon taking the handoff, and he will be stood up. It's going to be a loss on the play. Ethan Spencer leading the charge for the Wildcats.
Yeah, there are just no holes for the backs to run through, CJ. This three-set defensive line tackles Van Vliet, Ethan Spencer, and A.J. Peak, the nose guard. They are stuffing everything up. That A-B gap, for the most part, just does not exist for this Maniac football team.
And they rotate a 365-pounder in there often. That's a load to handle as Crockett gives now on the right side, and this is Harrison, and he is carrying defenders all the way to the sticks. A 10-yard pickup. That should be enough for a first down. Radley McDonald finally able to pull him down. That moves the chains for the Maniacs here in the third.
Eddie Harrison was our Pizza Factory Player of the Game honoree last week. CJ did a fine job on special teams. And who will be this week's Pizza Factory Player of the Week?
He also scored Orofino's lone touchdown. So Crockett's now with a fresh set of downs. And again, Wicks and Harrison in the backfield. We'll go to Harrison, call his number once again. He's into the second level and onto the Wildcats' half of the field. That's two double digits yard carries in a row. He is on a roll, and it'll be first and 10 from the 49. Another Maniac first down. And Eddie Harrison has been a workhorse.
Yeah, that is the fifth first down for the Maniacs, and they all come on the ground. The rushing attack is what's propelling the Orofino right now between the 20s.
Orofino trying to keep that momentum as they'll call Harrison's a number again, and not as much room this time, but the power is there as he pushes the pile. A 5-yard pickup, maybe 6, as he's inside the 45-yard line. And Eddie Harrison continues to carry the load.
Well, CJ, we've talked about ball placement being an issue tonight. It's a 4-yard pickup from the line of scrimmage. But Harrison, I mean, he takes contact immediately, but he will not let his legs stop churning.
Yeah, he gets low with that leverage, and he is an absolute load to take down. Now second and about 6 from the 45-yard line, and they will go to Wicks this time, and he's got a quick yard there to about the 44. Ethan Spencer is there to bring him down, so that'll bring up third down and about 5.
It's a third down and 4.
The Kellogg Wildcat colors are purple and gold, same as the University of Washington Huskies. Love those dogs. But I'll tell you what, the gold on these jerseys, almost non-existent. It's like somebody put those jerseys through the bleach.
Crockett leads his team to the line. A 3rd and 4 now coming up. And the delayed handoff to Wicks, trying the left side off tackle. And hard running from Wicks there as well, as he is up near about a couple yards short of the line to gain. We'll call it 4th and 3 here as he's up to the 41-yard line. They need about the 38.
4th down, about 3.
And it is 2, maybe 3. And the Maniacs going to leave the offense on the field and go for it as we are under 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Crockett barking out the signals, and it'll be on the right side to Harrison. He's got the first down and more inside the 35-yard line to the 34. That's going to move the chains again for the Maniacs. 3rd first down here on the drive. That's the buzzer to mark the end of the 3rd quarter here on the Maniacs homecoming. The Wildcats 43, the Maniacs nothing. Jeff and I return with the final quarter after this.
Hey, it's Harold Curley, inviting you to Best Built Builder Supply Contractor Demo Days. Join us for this one-day only event on Wednesday, October 2nd in Orofino from 11 to 2. Chat with on-site pros, explore the latest and greatest industry products, and get insider tips for your installs and building. Plus, enjoy a free barbecue lunch and a chance to win awesome raffle prizes. Don't miss out. Head to Highway 12 in Orofino and make the most of your day with Best Built Builder Supply.
From the always exciting Friday night football lights to packed gyms filled with volleyball fans, Clearwater Valley Health and Orofino Health Clinics have been there while backing area high schools. Clearwater Valley Health and Orofino Health Clinic wish our hardworking student athletes the best of luck while they compete. For years, CVH has helped generations reach better health and have strived to serve the needs of our region. Clearwater Valley Health and Orofino Health Clinic say good luck, Maniacs, during homecoming.
And back once again, helping to sponsor our broadcast of Maniac Football, Watson's Market, Orofino, Main Street Tire, and Kimberling Insurance on KLER Orofino, and streaming on YouTube channel KLER 1300 AM as we flip sides of the field. 4th quarter action coming up here from homecoming at Maniac Field, and Jeff Jones will bring you home with the play-by-play.
All right, we switch ends of the field, and Maniacs now running from right to left. We have to wait for our officiating crew to get out there. However, they're not quite set as the Maniacs have the ball at the 35-yard line after the first down rush. A new set of downs for Orofino as we begin the 4th period of play. The junior quarterback, Declan Crockett, has Wicks and Harrison set behind him split. He's got a slot to the right. And back to pass. Throwing over the right side. Receiver down there, and it's intercepted at the 5-yard line. 10, 15, 20, 25. Coming across the field now towards the bench, the 35, 40, midfield 50, down to the 40. Only one man. That's Harrison who can get him, and he does. Harrison takes him down at the 20-yard line as the ball was intended for Connolly, who was at the 5, and it just a little underthrown, and the pick goes almost for a pick 6. And CJ, I know you're trying to find which cornerback that was that picked that off.
Yeah, I believe that was Wyatt Story.
That's just absolutely unfortunate. Maniacs look to go for it all on a new set of fresh downs from the 35. Story picks it off and takes it all the way to the 20-yard line. Eddie Harrison saves the pick 6.
And if so, that would be his 2nd interception of the evening.
And so we quickly give the Wildcats the ball at the Maniac 20-yard line. Lewis again works from the gun. Check that. That is not Lewis. We have a new quarterback in now for the Wildcats. And rolling right, looking, pump fakes. Wants to shed a blocker. Now he throws to the end zone, and it's nearly picked off by Crockett as his intended receiver was 21. We have a new receiver in there as well, Talon White. But the new quarterback...
I thought it was 10.
I thought it was 10 as well, yeah.
There's no 10. That is unfortunate.
We might have to go with, let's take a look here. What is 11? 11 is a wide receiver, defensive back, quarterback. Yeah, we do not have a 10. Or could that be possibly like an 18 or something? No,
There's no 18.
We don't have an 18 either.
I had already checked.
Quick pass over the right side, caught at the 18-yard line, shedding one tackler and brought down at the 15-yard line. That the Corbin Daly on the tackle, and I'm looking for that Wildcat Talon White once again on the reception. Picks up about 4 or 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. High snap, and keeping it on the quarterback keeper, and mauled at the 14-yard line. He'll go down under a 3-set blue jersey led by Eddie Harrison and Ray Stars. Not enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down and about 4 after a 1-yard pickup. Yeah, and unfortunately, moms and dads who might be listening up in Kellogg, we do not have a name to go with the jersey 10 that is on the field for your Kellogg Wildcats. Lewis remains in at the back, and he'll get the toss in the backfield, sheds a tackler inside the 10. It'll look like a fresh new set of downs, as a new set of downs will come at the 9-minute mark. Damon Harriel brings down Andrew Lewis after a 7-yard pickup. It'll be 1st and goal. Or excuse me, the ball is at the 9. It is 1st and goal. And now the Wildcats with fresh new jerseys out there. Everybody's got to figure out where they're supposed to be. Quarterback once again has Lewis, the junior running back, behind him. Lewis will get the call straight up the middle, and he'll run into the middle linebacker, Eddie Harrison, after about a 4-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and goal at about we're going to call it the 4-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down for Kellogg.
Wow, has Eddie been all over the field on both sides of the ball. He's probably going to be pretty sore tonight.
You're not just kidding. Snap is back, and the handoff to the tailback. Close to the end zone. It's going to be short by about a half yard. And that's Radley McDonald, who is now in the backfield. He's a wide receiver, now turned running back.
Some of the youngsters getting time for the Wildcats.
3rd and goal from about, we'll call it a 1.5 yards out. McDonald set behind his quarterback, and McDonald gets the call left side, trying to get around the corner, and he's drugged down. And there's going to be a flag, and I believe this may be a face mask. The defender was there, and you saw the McDonald get drugged down immediately. We'll wait and see. The officials talking it over way across the field. And it looks like it's a horse collar or a tackle made from the shoulder pads, not a face mask. And so it'll be 1st and goal now from the 1, because it does come with an automatic 1st down on the penalty. And McDonald is just leveled at the 4-yard line. Straight up the middle. and he is whooped by Eddie Harrison.
Who else?
My gosh. Eddie Harrison from that middle linebacking position. It was like he knew what the play was. He came screaming right up the middle, and he met the ball carrier as soon as he had it in his hands. A loss on the play back to the 5-yard line. What a tackle by Eddie Harrison. Playing absolutely possessed tonight. High snap. It gets away from the quarterback, and he'll fall on it back at about the 9-yard line. So that will bring 2nd and goal. Now, looks...
First down.
Orofino, was that 4th down, CJ? Did I miss that? I did, didn't I? That was 4th and goal, and the high snap was covered up, and Orofino has the ball on a turnover. So the Maniacs keep Kellogg from scoring here with 5 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock. Orofino has a long field to go, however, as the ball is on the 10-yard line.
These guys have to be tired. They have been run ragged tonight.
Crockett with a 2-back set behind him, and he will hand off right side Wicks, and Wicks runs right into a wall, as it looks as though the Wildcat first team defense is out there. No running room for Wicks, and so that will bring up 2nd down and 10 as Kyle Van Vliet. He is the defensive end on the right side, a senior, 250 pounds. Goes up against John Wicks, 206. We're at 4 minutes and 15 seconds as the Maniacs come up to the line of scrimmage. Crockett from underneath center and split backs. Slot is to the right, and they'll try and come to the outside, and there is absolutely no running room whatsoever for Wicks. He runs right into a wall. What is that, CJ? Is that a...
One of the, I believe that is Talon White's, the middle linebacker.
Clock continues to wind. 3 minutes and 40 seconds, and it is 3rd down and 9 for Orofino. They would love nothing more than just to get a first down here, maybe open up the playbook a little bit more, still yet with a lot of yards ahead of them to try and get this goose egg off of the clock. Crockett, one more time, pro set offense with split backs behind him. Toss sweep to the right side. Eddie Harrison, he's got room to run. Harrison slips a tackler. He's down the sidelines and will be brought down across the 30. First down for Orofino. What a nice run once again by the senior running back. Eddie, 5'11" and 214 pounds, and he just put his shoulder pad against a defender and put him on his back pockets.
I believe that was Ethan Spencer that
Ethan,
ran him out of bounds.
6'2", 265 pounds. Harrison, 214. Harrison absolutely crushed him.
From the 32-yard line.
First down for Orofino at the 32. Crockett once again sets the line, and he'll hand off right side. No running room whatsoever for John Wicks. We're approaching the 2 minute and 20 second mark, and the stop made by first team nose guard A.J. Peak.
Looks as though they are rotating some of the youngsters in there, but they've still left some of the first team in.
A loss of 1 on the running play by Wicks out of the backfield. 2nd down and 11. Wicks will now line up on the right side. Harrison here to the near side or the left side. And it's Wicks trying to find a block. He'll go the left side. He'll cross the 35, brought down at about the close to the 36-yard line. A pickup of 5 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5 as he is brought down by Ethan Spencer.
John Wicks with the carry.
So the Maniacs 65 yards away, and they have 1 minute and 20 seconds left as the clock continues to wind on the running play. Harrison and Wicks in the backfield. Wide out here to the near side. The slot is Mills. He'll go into motion. Mills with the ball. 35 tried to turn it upfield, and he is going to be grabbed at the ankles and brought down at the 39-yard line. Nothing much there, a couple of yards at best. It is 4th down and do or die time here for Orofino with 50 seconds and the clock winding. Caleb Ellison making the stop for the Kellogg varsity. He's a junior. Maniacs still in their huddle. 35 seconds left, and this looks as though, unless they hustle it up, this will be the last snap. Orofino not in a hurry to get out of the huddle, and they may just suffer a 5-yard penalty here on delay of game. Clock continues to wind, and now it looks as though Orofino will call a timeout. And the clock continues to wind. No, I guess they're going to go ahead and let it run all the way, and that's going to do it. As the zeros are up on the clock, and the Maniacs in their homecoming game tonight fall by a score of 43-0 to the Kellogg Wildcats. And Orofino said, on a 4th down, we're going to at least have the ball in our possession as we let the clock wind down. And that'll do it. Orofino, again, CJ had high hopes for this game here, but again, injuries this week during practice, injuries tonight during the game. Just awfully difficult to get anything going on tonight against the Kellogg Wildcats. 43-0. And my gosh, I'm not sure what else we can say about this one, CJ. It was a tough battle.
Yeah, it's just a nightmare situation for both, coaching staff and team when you start losing players like that. You hate to see players getting injured in high school and in any sports, and it's just tough to try and do it with a depleted squad.
All right. 43-0, our final score. CJ and I take a break. It's the post game when we return after this.
My credit score is so much more than just a number. It's my future. P1FCU knows how important it is too, which is why it's easy to check your score every time you check your balance in your online banking. Not only can I check my score, but I get recommendations on how I can improve it. Plus, with my checking, I can earn 3.5% APY of my monthly balance. It's a piece of cake. Open your Ascend checking account at p1fcu.org and start earning today. APY is the annual percentage yield.
This season, the players have given their all, and at Fords Creek Pump, we couldn't be more proud. Whether you're dealing with well pump issues or water troubles, we're here to help. Located on Shriver Road, Fords Creek Pump has the expertise you need for all your water well and pump needs. Got a problem? Come visit us and we'll get you back on track with dependable solutions. Fords Creek Pump, where water runs smoothly. Proud supporters of our hardworking high school players.
Today you have numerous options when selecting your IRA, and deciding which account is right for you is one of the most important decisions you will make for your financial future. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camus Financial Services. Give me a call to find out which IRA fits your financial needs or to update your current IRA savings strategy. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue in Orofino to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Hi, this is Terry Bowling with Camus Financial Services. I am available to help you select the right investment options when you are faced with early retirement, changing or losing a job, or any other lifestyle changes that warrant a review of your financial plan. You can reach me, Terry Bowling, at 476-7100 or stop by my office at 230 Johnson Avenue, Orofino, to set up a free, no-obligation appointment today. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
We're back here. I'm Jeff Jones along with CJ Thompson. 43-0. Our final score this evening. The Kellogg Wildcats spoil the Maniacs homecoming here on this Friday evening. CJ, let's go ahead and just quickly, this game got away from Orofino in an awful hurry. A bad punt that 2 plays later, the Wildcats score on, and we weren't even out of the first minute of play in that first quarter.
Yeah, I believe 3 scores there in the first quarter, another 3 scores in the second quarter, and then they did. The Maniacs turned things up defensively somehow there in the second half with their depleted squad. Those guys had to be dragging.
Yeah.
But they had some fantastic plays there in the second half. The defense spearheaded by Eddie Harrison, but that lone score there in the second half came in the third quarter with 4:21 left, 52-yard pass from Lewis to Vindasius, and the PAT was blocked, and that put us at our final score of 43-0.
All right, and how about first downs, penalties, things along those lines? How did the two teams fare tonight?
Well, Orofino ended up with 6 first downs, all of them coming on the ground, 3 of them there on that one drive, and then Kellogg with 8. They had in the first half 5, 3 through the air, 2 on the ground, and in the second half 2 through the air and 1 via penalty. They spent so much of the ball game with a short field that they started inside their own red zone multiple times, probably 3 times, I believe. And so, the first downs, even though they piled up the touchdowns, the first downs didn't get in there. And then long plays, with big plays as well.
And it's just unfortunate the Maniacs gave up too many big plays tonight. Several of those plays over 50 yards on 3 occasions that come to mind. And so, and I know you're working with limited personnel, but I'm sure the coaches are going to say, we're going to have to play with our guy in front of us more. Don't let them get behind you, because that's where they are absolutely scorching us. Grangeville's got a lot of speed. That's who the Maniacs will see next week. So that's something, again, that I'm sure that the coaching staff will say, make sure that those guys are always in front of you. Play a little softer. We're going to play a little softer. If they're going to have something underneath, we'll give them the underneath, but we're going to have to tackle and wrap up.
Yeah, going to try and go with the bend, not break strategy.
All right, CJ and I have one more break. When we come back, it's the Pizza Factory player of the game after this.
Riverside Physical Therapy is thrilled to welcome Cooper Thomas, BS in Health and Human Services and Doctor of Physical Therapy, to our team. Whether you prefer in-person visits at our clinic located on Highway 12 Orofino or the convenience of virtual sessions over Zoom, Cooper is here to help you on your journey to better health. For more information on all the services offered by Cooper and Riverside Physical Therapy, stop by the clinic or call Riverside Physical Therapy, where your health is our priority.
Hey, it's Harold Curley, inviting you to Best Built Builder Supply Contractor Demo Days. Join us for this one-day only event on Wednesday, October 2nd in Orofino from 11 to 2. Chat with on-site pros, explore the latest and greatest industry products, and get insider tips for your installs and building. Plus, enjoy a free barbecue lunch and a chance to win awesome raffle prizes. Don't miss out. Head to Highway 12 in Orofino and make the most of your day with Best Built Builder Supply.
Hi, it's Corky here to make you a promise with Les Schwab Tires. We'll take care of your tires even after you buy them. Rotations, rebalancing, flat repairs, air checks, brake checks, alignment checks. And I'm out of time to list the rest of our included services. Point is, we give you and your dollar the most mileage possible. That's our best tire value promise. I'll pinky swear on it. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
At Watson's Market in Orofino, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighbors. Hi, this is Kim. Shop with us for the best prices and freshest, highest quality fruits, vegetables, and meats. Every purchase supports our commitment to this great community. We proudly donate to local food banks, sponsor Little League sports, and are active in community-wide events. Come on down to Watson's Market, where shopping local means giving back. See you soon.
Calling all OHS alumni, it's the big game. Homecoming Friday comes to your alma mater and your presence is requested. Debco Construction is proud to back the Maniacs and hopes to see you in the stands to cheer on the boys and root them on to another win. The most trusted commercial general contractors in the Pacific Northwest, Debco Construction is committed to improving the transportation and utility infrastructure throughout the Pacific Northwest. Join us as we cheer on the Maniacs.
His wife's words echoed in his mind.
You never fix anything around here.
Well, today that would change. He would fix the water heater. He'd show her that he wasn't just the man of the house, he was the handyman of this house. He was more than capable. Oh, no. And we covered it. UFH2O. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Hi, this is Greg Kimberling. We invite you to see us at our new location at 622 Bryden Avenue in Lewiston.
It's homecoming at Orofino High, and the Maniacs look to make a big splash Friday night. Simmons Naval Enterprises knows that the boys are working together like a well-oiled machine to achieve a common goal, win the biggest game of the year for their school and all the alumni who attend. Simmons Naval Enterprises is proud to support the efforts of the Maniac football team. Teamwork and a love for the game. That's what Orofino brings. Simmons Naval Enterprises, proud to work, live, and be a part of our local communities.
We toss them. They're awesome. Pizza Factory.
It's back, fresher and hotter. The Pizza Factory reintroduces the all-you-can-eat buffet. Lunchtime in Orofino means all-you-can-eat pizza, breadsticks, sauce, and a delicious salad bar, packed with fresh greens, fruits, proteins, and dressings. The Pizza Factory all-you-can-eat buffet is Monday through Friday, 11 to 2. Make the all-you-can-eat buffet your next lunchtime stop.
We toss them. They're awesome. Pizza Factory.
Final score once again tonight here at Orofino High School. The Kellogg Wildcats defeat the Orofino Maniacs 43-0. Still yet, we have a Pizza Factory Player of the Game honoree tonight, so I turn it to C.J. Thompson.
Yeah, stepping back into the backfield due to injury and performing admirably, ripping off a couple of hard-nosed runs, John Wicks, and he was, of course, instrumental defensively as well and on special teams. Right now, you got to play everywhere for the Maniacs.
Yeah, he left the defensive line and turned into an outside linebacker, put a big stick on a receiver tonight. So John Wicks did a fantastic job, called to play wherever the coaches needed him to go.
So congratulations, John. You'll receive certificates that'll get you a personal pizza and a medium soft drink of your choice from our good friends at the Pizza Factory here in Orofino.
You ever seen John Wicks in person?
Yeah.
I mean, that guy can master a personal pizza in 3-4 bites.
Oh yeah, that's just a warm-up. That's an entree.
Hey, next week we have the Grangeville Bulldogs here at Orofino. We get into league play this next Friday. Well, actually, Kellogg is in the league as well. But we take on the old nemesis, the Grangeville Bulldogs. CJ and I will be here with a 6:35 pregame. 7 o'clock is the kickoff on AM 13 KLER, and again streamed on YouTube channel KLER 1300 AM. I want to thank Madison Melton for coming up and visiting with us about Orofino High School student body and Maniac Nation. And of course, we have everybody else to thank for all the hard work that they've done in order to get us on the air. And Phil Lamoth. That guy works hard.
Yeah, he does. Behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's right. He's our engineer up at the studio. So if you ever see him on the street, say, Phil, thank you. That's what I try to say.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you. Hey, 43-0, our final score. We hope you'll join us again next week. I'm Jeff Jones.
I'm C.J. Thompson.
We'd like to bid you all a very pleasant good evening.
You've been listening to exclusive coverage of Orofino High Maniacs football on your Central Idaho sports leader, AM 13 KLER.
Thanks for listening to Orofino Maniac football. Our broadcast has been brought to you by many fine high school football backers, including Les Schwab Tire and Alignment Center, Peak Physical Therapy, Terry Bowling of Camas Financial Services, Kimberling Insurance, Best Built Builder Supply, Watson's Market, The Pizza Factory, Family Eye Care, Main Street Tire, P1FCU, and Riverside Physical Therapy. Remember to always keep it tuned here for high school, college, and professional sports. Your Central Idaho sports leader, AM 13 KLER, and streamed live on YouTube channel KLER 1300 AM. Maniac Sports is a Central Idaho broadcasting sports presentation.
Your Central Idaho sports leader, AM 13 KLER.